What is this? You go to the dentist when your tooth hurty.
You go to the dentist when your tooth hurty.
What? What is happening?
That's my 2:30 stream.
Oh, when you're 2:30. Okay.
You go to the dentist when you're 2:30.
Ah.
2:30.
Understood. It's always best when you have to have the joke explained to you. Alright, what's going on, Ion? Okay, we're back with some Tales of the Abyss. Jay and I have been talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl for the last 20 minutes, so
yeah,
we kind of just been vibing about that the whole time.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Really enjoying it.
Very excited. You already got to experience one of my favorite books. I will say this, and I've been thinking about this because we had that conversation with Mitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel I've come to the realization that I'm pretty sure that I get people only listening to the series like one time, looking back at book 3, which is one of my favorite books, and just being like, okay, it was fine, whatever. I didn't like this and this and this and this. For me, book 3 and book 4, which is the book you're on, are two of those books where so much happens as you're reading between the lines that doesn't really become relevant until later. That when you reread it, I feel like it is better the second and third and fourth time. It just keeps getting better each time for me. But I feel like I now better understand people who are like, yeah, it's not the best of the series. And I'm like, excusez-moi?
Pardon me?
That also being said, I have a bad habit of whichever book I have listened to most recently is the best book in the series.
It's the best one,
for me.
clearly.
Like, because holy shit. Every single one.
Also, Agatha was mentioned shortly in the stuff with Orin.
Dungeon Crawler Carl spoilers, by the way. If you haven't listened or read, and you plan to, and you should, if you have not, you should. Maybe tune us out. Maybe mute us and just like watch the screen as things don't happen on screen.
I can imagine that gameplay is going to be super great
to watch.
Gameplay's
super riveting.
You get into a cutscene and get like 5 bubbles in, and then just sit on that one bubble for the next 20 minutes. That's great though.
Alright, let's go talk to the mayor. Mr. Mayor?
What do you think of the Cliff-Off?
It sucks.
It's just as I'd heard. Not very pleasant.
That's a much more diplomatic answer. Good job.
The miasma and outer lands cover the sky. The land is a liquefied crust flowing over the mantle.
I'll tell you what, though.
Liquefied crust.
Just brief, momentary concept. As we talk about this for the next 40 minutes.
You're right. Here we go.
Just a brief sidebar, right? Well, you and I have talked about this over and over and over again, right? As we have gone through games that are older, games that are newer, we've experienced games together, even if we're not playing them together, right? But we've experienced games like Player Obscure and stuff like that together.
I remember when we were all playing Sekiro around the time.
Right?
Oh, did you find this? Oh, I found this. Did you find this thing?
So we have this habit of experiencing things together, or having experienced things separately and then sharing that experience by playing through them again and seeing through a different lens, a la, going back through like Vesperia and changing tunes and things like that, right? So, but the point that I'm trying to make is it is so remarkable. Again, we've talked about this, to see a game like Clair Obscur,
Cool.
where the conversations in the story seem the game is fantastical, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It is wildly out there, and nowhere is not adjacent to reality in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Correct.
And yet, the conversations, the interactions are so human and feel so real so frequently. The way characters speak, and importantly for what I'm about to say next, not just the way they speak, because that would be difficult to replicate 20 years ago, but what they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so wild to me in old games how it is literally just, and I'm looking at the screen right now. This isn't like a terrible example, but just the words that people speak to each other. The miasma and outer lands cover the sky. The land is a liquefied crust flowing over the mantle.
It's so...
Yeah, okay. It's so academic.
It's more like a descriptive, like you're reading
exactly
a wiki page.
It's
or something.
the writer is like feeding the person information because we can't see right now, right? So they have to give us a description, right? Instead of, if this was like a more normal situation, right? Like the guy would just be like, even if he was like a hoity-toity, very formal person, would probably not be describing things like this. And it's such a fucking difference maker when you have experienced a game or a book or a movie or something like that that handles dialogue and interactions so well, to then come back and be like, what are y'all doing? y'all know people don't talk like this, right? What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's well, I mean the difference, I guess, between like the way older games are read and or hear, and like something like Expedition 33 is like, it is like, and I don't want to like discredit voice acting, right? Because
Sure. Yeah.
I mean that's, a lot of my favorite actors are voice actors, right?
Yeah.
But like the acting in Clair Obscur is so expressive. You feel emotion like in everything they say. Like there's like,
Well, they're directed. They have
right.
They are actually playing the part rather than just read these lines on this page in this voice. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
there is no emotion in this conversation we're having right here. There is like none.
And to take it even like, because that's absolutely valid, 100%. But you can step back even further from that to before games really started getting voice acting, like, and you can show examples of how this text and interaction in this old JRPG works versus how the text and interaction and dialogue in this old JRPG works, right? Like, what an example, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, sorry, not Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger.
Ooh, hackles.
Ooh, hackles. Trigger is, I think, obviously, right, like, not fanboying or anything like that. You're the fanboy, I'm not the fanboy.
That's me. That's my job.
That's fair. But but Chrono Trigger does a good job generally for an older game because in its dialogue, or in its interactions, it doesn't rely as heavily on descriptions. It's more just like the characters talking at each other. And I say the characters talking at each other, really it's the characters talking at the player. It is
Right.
the vast majority of the time.
But like
Right?
that like shows you what's good writing is that you can give information to the player by making it appear that these characters are talking to one
Are
another.
just talking to one
instead.
another.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot the amount of dialogue in Chrono Trigger is not actually expansive. It's not
it's
a crazy
short
amount.
RPG.
It's a
Like-
short RPG, and the motherfuckers aren't sitting there talking, unlike me, for 20 minutes straight, right?
What time did I call out? It's funny.
8:49. We've been going for 7 minutes. Fuck off.
It's just funny because I called it
Yeah, yeah.
right before this cutscene, which is fine.
Absolutely.
Fine. Like this.
So the point I'm trying to make is that there are good examples throughout gaming. Tactics, right, is another pretty good example where the characters are generally talking to each other. It's not like you walk into a map and then you get this text box of description. No, you walk into a map and the characters are like shouting back and forth at each other, right? And they're talking to each other. They're not talking to you, so they're saying like what they would say to each other. And they do a good job of, again, I think it's almost like playing like a tabletop game like D&D or something like that, where you can tell really quickly when you run into an NPC that is not important and does not have anything behind the screen because often the DM is just like, this NPC's name is Jeff and he is a blacksmith. What do you want from him?
The blacksmith is now my favorite character, and I will die for him.
Right, and then you have to actually make something for Jeff the blacksmith. But versus the scenario of like, oh, this NPC actually has like motivations and some sort of like something going on in the backs of their minds. And the point there is going back to like what you said at the very beginning with voice acting, it's that they're actually acting rather than just reading the lines. It's the same type of scenario of you don't even need voice acting. You can go all the way back to games that didn't have it, and you can tell the difference when a writer went, this is this character and this is this character's motivation. So with this character's motivations, this is what they would say to this other character in this situation. And I need to manipulate it a little bit because of the story we're trying to tell. So I'll have them say it like this with these words. So it feels like that character is saying this thing to this other character, but they're also providing the player with the information that the player needs to understand what the fuck is going on.
And like
that's a big deal. Like that sounds very simple, but that is in fact a big deal. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm having fun with Tales of the Abyss, but I'm gonna tell you now,
sure.
I do not believe that 20 minutes after we are done with Teodoro here, I'm gonna remember anything about Teodoro other than he's the mayor.
It's no place for human beings to live.
Okay.
And speaking of tactics, like there are little flares of like real like character emotion, like everybody's just kind of standing here and just saying their dialogue. But I immediately think like the beginning of chapter 2 in Tactics, where Ramza is meeting Rafa, when after he has the Germanic scriptures,
Yeah.
and like somebody paid some mercenaries to off, Rams and the party off, and he was debating his like wages, and he agreed on something, and then when he turns around and sees the party, it's like, it's the Beowulf kid,
And he
Fuck!
takes
And
his hat and
and
throws it on the
It's like, this is
ground.
bullshit.
And
We've
you
been
look at that,
fucked.
that's a PlayStation era game. And the graphics are not anything to scream home about, but they took the time to do a little animation and go, and it portrays so much emotion in the moment of the situation.
And this is from a throwaway nobody character. Ain't nobody gonna remember who that guy's name. Because even see it, you would have to mouse over him in the fight.
Sorry, unknown mercenary guy who died. You were a cool one, but you fucked up.
Why don't you move to the Outer Lands?
I feel like that's mercenary work 101. You always find out who your target is before you agree, right? Surely.
Yep. You would think. Also, good question, Ash.
You know our role. We are the Watchers. We cannot leave this land.
Information. More information.
This is a nitpick of mine in games. We're gonna get through like 20 minutes of gameplay tonight.
Hey, we've done worse.
We've done worse. This is a nitpick of mine in games. And it kind of joins in with what we're already talking about, is the believability of things. In a lot of these games, they just need something to happen, right? They just need something to happen. So they just write some words and they say, this is why this is. And that's it. But there's no believable reason for it to be real, right? So what we have here is we have the world of Tales of the Abyss. There is an Outer Lands, so the surface world that is a regular world like we would see Earth, right?
Yep.
Got some deserts, got some forests, got some lakes and rivers, mountains, oceans. Great. Gravy. Inside, that is all supported by a bunch of pillars holding it up, and inside is a second world that is just purple death and miasma. And there are people living in that world. So that's the reality of this situation, and that is the status quo in this moment. And Ash makes a very pertinent question here, or asks a very pertinent question here, that I'm sure many players playing through this would ask. They'd be like, why the fuck is anyone living down here? And the answer is, we are the Watchers. We cannot leave this land. And I'm sure that there's gonna be some important thing that they are supposed to be watching, blah, 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 etc., etc. But here's the goddamn reality of the situation. No civilization is going to consign themselves to dying in this if they could go up there and not.
Yeah, especially when what's up there by proxy is a fucking utopia.
Right? Like, legitimately, look at it historically. There are dozens, hundreds, probably thousands of examples in history where a people living in a place face an issue and they're like, nope, and they pick up and go somewhere else, normally invading somebody else. But the point stands, right? Like, why? Maybe we will find out and they will give us a good reason.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm willing to bet that this is gonna
That
just be.
that the story needed them to stay down.
It's we need some people here. Well, why would they still be there? Well,
It's their
because
duty.
they're the guardians, they're the watchers. They gotta make sure the bad thing that's down here isn't coming up there. Okay. Couldn't they do that by going up there and telling everyone about the bad thing down there and inviting, like, representatives from the up there to come down here and see all the bad things, and so then everyone up there knows about the bad thing down there, and then they can all work in concert to keep eyes on the bad thing down there and keep it down there, but no one actually has to stay down there.
Makes sense to me. That seems like, especially since it's like, why are they keeping it secret anyway? Like, why does nobody know about this?
Not only are they keeping it secret, they're keeping it secret while it also not being a secret because some motherfuckers are trying to undo it.
Yeah. It's like
It's like, what?
No, to be fair, I guess if people started running around the surface world, be like, there's an entire world underneath our world. They're gonna be like, okay, buddy, if you say so.
Well, right now there's a giant ass hole in one of the countries and bordering another country.
No, now it's a little bit more believable. There's some plausibility to it, if you will.
So I hear there may be a way to raise the Tartarus back to the Outer Lands.
We've attached a phonon activator to the Tartarus similar to those used by the
That is
passage
not
rings.
given the guy.
It should be able to stimulate Axariuth Sephiroth and raise a tree one final time.
Then we ride the Sephiroth tree back up to the surface, huh?
Ride a tree?
Exactly.
Like
But do you
Jack
really
and the
need
Beanstalk,
landship
quick
that
growth
badly?
kind of thing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have asked if we didn't.
I still
Okay,
keep thinking
so
about
there's-
that interview.
There's all these fucking trees in the Outer Lands that are supporting, or in the Inner Lands that are supporting the Outer Lands. And we're worried because the God Generals just, or not the God Generals, but Van leading the God Generals just had Luke destroy one of those trees. And that's bad.
Oh yeah, that's real bad.
These motherfuckers have the ability to just
Grow more?
grow a new tree? This is such fucking plot convenience. I swear to
Oh
God.
no. Is this it? Is this where we go into like Vesperia land?
Maybe.
Is it happening?
It might be.
Oh no!
Then would you like to head to the Tartarus right now?
I will say that has kind of been my general experience with Tales as a franchise, though, is a lot of times you get into Tales games, and I still like the franchise.
Thinking about a rise.
Still like the franchise, but you get into the game, and you got some fun times. You're establishing things. Okay, I'm interested. We're doing some stuff, and then it gets about halfway, maybe 60 to 70%, and then oftentimes things start to fall apart. And it's typically because they're trying to force some switcheroo or some oddity of, like, oh, this is the twist, this is the surprise type thing, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, but a lot of the time it's just like, yeah, I don't buy that though.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about off camera Dungeon Crawl Carl, and they're like, there's not been a time yet in the 4 books that I've read or listened to where like I'm like, what? No, fuck that. No, that's dumb. That's stupid, right? I don't, right? Like, it's just an example of like how a story flows, and it's like versus a story that has like, I need this to happen and I need this to happen next. I don't care how it gets there, but it's getting right, and it like, and when you do that, there's a disconnect, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's also a process of escalation. It's kind of like DBZ theory, right? It's the or maybe for us it would be better to be like Gurren Lagann theory, right? It's the constant escalation, because you start a game like this, right? You start a game like Tales of the Abyss, and you are killing slimes and boars and just walking around and typically doing like very low tier stuff. And the desire, of course, is by the end of the game, very JRPG-esque, right? Very classic. By the end of the game, you're supposed to be saving the world, right? This is one of the things that I had such a big issue with Tales of the Arise, because they didn't start like that. You started immediately dealing with very human, but very, like, real feels problems. And it was good. And I was like, this is great. And then they still did the, oh, but wait, there's more. When there didn't need to be more, right? But anyways, the point is it's typically in games like this where the beginning is believable because they're often more personal, prescient goals of like, I or this character wants to do this thing, or needs to do this thing, or needs to go save this person, or needs to accomplish this goal, right? And that is the journey that you start to undertake with them, and that's great. And then along the way, things grow, and at a certain point, they grow beyond they grow so incredulous, right? That it's like, okay, we threw the baby out with the bathwater a long time ago, y'all. Like, what the fuck? I think that might be why Eternia is one of my favorites, because it doesn't really pull punches. It literally starts with alien ship, alien girl. Oh fuck, we're in the big leagues now, baby.
Right, like it does not hide the fact that there's another world, because one of the first characters you get is an alien from that world. Like, you know,
it's like, you know, there's no twist, there's no escalation. I mean, things do escalate in the game, but it starts here, right? Rather than starting here, it starts here and goes here instead of starting here and going here, right? Like, so the jumps are more believable and intuitive, rather than this just like infinite scaling of, oh, there's always got to be another crazy big thing, another crazy big thing, another crazy big thing. So, I don't know. It's just random stuff.
No.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Let's go.
Yes.
Then let's go.
Let's go.
Speaking of Expedition 33, by the time you actually take on the final dungeon, are you even going to remember half of anything that happened?
I remember that game was so good. I
Can we
literally
run a ship this size with only 4 people?
Okay. We made it to a new scene. Time to talk for another 20 minutes.
My bad. I did this one.
Made it to a new scene. Time to talk for another 20 minutes. No. There are a handful of games that I have played in my life that I will legitimately think about those games while I'm playing other games, while I'm thinking about games, while I'm watching or involving myself in other media, while I'm fucking resting my head to go to bed.
Yeah.
And Clair Obscur is one of those games. Like, it is immediately probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, modern era game.
Oh yeah, hands down. Agreed.
And it's
agreed.
entirely built on, like, I love the gameplay. The gameplay is amazingly good. It's very fun. But
the entire last session of the game you played was just dicking with the build.
True. But I don't lie awake sitting there just thinking about the gameplay. I lie awake making comparisons about interactions with characters and how the story turned and how this moment compared to this moment and how I felt about these situations in the game. I compare. Obviously the gameplay is amazing and I love it, but there are a lot of games that I have a lot of fun playing, and I don't sit there while I'm playing another game and compare the gameplay.
I might be with you, but I'm thinking about her.
Right, exactly, 100%. Like, it absolutely is. And it's just a situation of like, I am sure that if I tried to sit here and recount the full story of Claire Obscure to you, I would have massive gaps and I would fuck things up. However, the story is very firm in my mind, and I don't think it's ever going to not be. Again, it's like it's kind of like tactics for me. It's like it's firmly glued into my mind. Like
no, I still think about Expedition 33 like periodically. Just like it's just so impactful, and it's like one of the first times like in video gaming like history where like a game got so many awards at the Game Award show, and then like I agreed with it. Usually I'm one of those people like, oh come on, that many? That's bullshit.
Only with the bare
Come on.
maneuverability.
This is the first time I'm like, hands down, yes.
Yes.
Every single one. What's
Deserved,
that?
deserved,
It got the
deserved.
most awards ever in the entire show's history. Fucking deserved.
it's really good.
Sephiroth are the pillars that support our
Really, really good.
outerlands, right?
If you haven't played E33,
Like, why would Anna say that? Why would Anna say that?
How are we going to use that to get back up?
Hey, this random fact, right?
The Sephiroth are places where the planet's phonons are concentrated.
Just
and
throwing
memory
a
particles
softball to
spout
Ion
forth.
to provide more information.
And Ion just gives us the out of the science book like response of what Sephiroth are and what they do.
The pillars, Sephiroth trees, are the result of artificially strengthening those memory particle spouts.
Like, literally.
In other words,
Reading a
we're going to be
wiki
pushed
page.
up by memory particles.
At least. But this is a very common tactic, right? Is to
Layman
have
terms.
someone summarize, right?
Mm-hmm. You gotta have something for the layman.
We'll temporarily stimulate the Sephiroth and catch the memory particle spout with the Tartarus sails.
Okay.
I
And
hope
it's
it
not like
works.
you can't be informative. I've
Sure.
started playing a RPG on my own time recently called Quartet, and there is one of the party members is literally just a bipedal creature that normally can't talk, but is imbued by magic and can. And they're like, "How can you speak?" It's like, "Well, I use magic. Remember, sound is just vibrations in the air, so I can use magic to vibrate in the air in such a manner so that it sounds like words that you understand." And I'm like, "Cool, I get it. That you know what?
Easy peasy. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with having an explainer, like the scholarly character or something like that. Especially like in an esoteric game where there's a lot of like differences and proper nouns and shit like that. That's fine, right? But there are better ways to do it. You can have a complex game with a lot of proper nouns and a lot of weird shit, and the characters just talk to each other normally. And when they're talking and someone's like, wait, what the fuck? What is that? What are you talking about? They actually just say that, and the person's like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And they're like, it's this blah, blah, blah thing. And they're like, okay, that's important. And they're like, yeah, it's important because it feels more real. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about
Okay,
Chrono
you
Trigger.
know,
Remember?
we gotta just make a video game, my man. We gotta just
Yeah,
like
right.
let's just jump into JRPG Maker or RPG Maker. Well, I don't know what it's not JRPG. RPG Maker.
It's
We
the same
make a
thing.
video game.
It's-
like
But like, and you mentioned Chrono Trigger, talking about like, you know, explanation, but it's mostly people talking. Remember the fight with Magus, right? Where the party was under the impression that Magus created Lavos at that point in time, so they go to that time and stop it. And what actually happens is that Lavos was not created then. It wasn't creating anything. He was summoning. It was a summoning. He was planning on killing Lavos.
Yeah.
He wanted to summon Lavos to kill it, and then like you don't find out about that till like literally after you beat him. Like he was in the middle of the spell when he fought, and it fucked the spell up, and he's like, "Oh my god, you fucking idiots!" And then
I'm just saying, Megas, you could have used your words earlier. You could have used your words earlier.
Being real, if Megas was like, hold on, time out. Listen, do you think Glenn or Frog would have been like, oh, sure, okay? It's like he's gonna be like, for Cyrus, motherfucker, and come in swinging.
I mean, yeah, correct, 100%. But also, it wouldn't have been in Megas's character to give a fuck about them and explain himself. Right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying he could have used his words, and maybe it would have made a difference. So he has no right to be angry.
Don't worry.
Sure.
Begin.
That wasn't a criticism. That was me appreciating it.
Yeah. There was no way Frog was coming out of that room without getting this pound of flag. I'm just saying. Wait, is this the tree? Is this the tree? We're just surfing. We're back! Hey guys! Wow, it really did Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah.
Looks like we made it up.
The thing is, okay, so I will say, as an addendum to the whole tree thing, I don't think they actually grew a new tree. I think they grew the memory of the old tree, so I don't think that tree is going to stick around.
So that was just, they needed to be back. So
we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's kind of like the understanding I'm getting here.
Looks like we made it up.
I can't believe this is floating in midair.
So, where do we go now?
We can get information at Phone Machine Lab 1
Where's
in Belkin.
Luke?
Van goes there often.
Luke's still down below. Wait, no. I think
yeah, he's like bedridden, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if they left him in the cliff off or not. But he's brain surfing with Ash right now.
He's currently in the main character depression.
Yeah.
He does?
I misunderstood Van's objective. We'll have to uncover his activities to find out what he's really after.
I want you to take Ion and me back to Doth.
We'll take you back once we're done. I need bodies here to operate the Tartarus.
Why not use your own men?
I can't. Everything I do would be leaked to Van.
I don't see any problem with helping Ash. We too need to know Van's true objective. Natalia is right. If you say so, Ion, then I'll go along.
I have something I want to confirm as well.
Ah, the reason why everyone stays together.
I'll cooperate with Ash for a time.
Even though it feels like we don't have a reason to stay together.
Belkind is to the east. Now get to work.
Okay.
Apparently Ash has never learned to use the magic words.
No. Look. We got rid of Luke. We did not get rid of an asshole.
Yeah. We did not reduce the number of assholes in the party. Wish. I wonder if Annis has a thing for Ash now. Because they're biologically the same person, right?
I mean,
oh, by the way, talking about this RPG I was playing, right? It did the whole Wild Arms thing, where all the main party members, you had to choose between them and play a little intro campaign. before the actual game start, right? And I'm like, and each intro is like 2 hours, right? So it's like substantial. But what kind of got me like thinking is that the last person I chose, like their story continued on until they ran into one of the other characters.
Oh,
Right? So I'm like, does that? What if I pick someone else as the last character? Does there like, or did like was it that I could not have picked that last character until I did everybody else, and just by happenstance,
you just happened to pick the right one.
last?
Yeah.
Like I'm like to the point where I was actually looking on YouTube to see if there's another playthrough, because surely they wouldn't pick the same order, right? They wouldn't pick that same character last. I found one playthrough and they picked the same character last. I'm like, God
Damn it!
damn it!
Well, we'll say even if they're like 2 hours of up, that wouldn't be that hard to science if you're just button mashing through everything just to like
maybe.
speed through. Like, I bet you could do it. You could science it in like an hour and a half. Like,
Maybe, but like that actually kind of like piqued my interest in a way that I was like, hold on, wait a minute, what do you do? How does this work if I pick somebody else? So I have noticed something with the playthrough. We're on the world map and the music's not jacked up like great.
oh no, it's still quite loud.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still quite loud.
Well, it's not loud enough to pick up on the mic, which was a problem in the past.
Oh, that's fair.
I love how the dots and the map's not lining up.
Yeah, it's very fuckety.
Like you're just gonna like the mini map in the bottom right works.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I mean, it's not unusable.
That's that. Okay, we
The price
popped
we
out
paid
over
for
here,
widescreen support.
and they said to the east. I guess we're just gonna sail in an easterly-ish direction until we find a port that we can...
That is north, sir.
I know, but there's a continent right there.
Oh, what? Huh? What? Yay! Woo! Fireworks. Why?
What the fuck is
But why?
happening? What the fuck is going on?
Go back. See, I'm sure it starts up again if it's like in this area. It is. There's something about this area, that cave, where fireworks are going off.
What the fuck? That's wild.
No, I ain't letting this. This isn't sitting. Tales of the Abyss World Map Fireworks.
That's dark. Not this place.
Okay, apparently it will be explained later.
Not show up on the... That's annoying. Not like a different color. No. It's there. so it does show up on this map after we've discovered it. But it does not... Okay. Great.
It does not show undiscovered locations.
Well, not just that, but like they told us where we need to go, but it's not a place we've been before. So I was curious as to whether or not maybe they like marked it
like
on the
I feel
map.
like if you're told of this location you need to go at, and someone tells you where it is, it should show up on your map.
Oh, this isn't. We can't like.
Nope. You cannot dock on beach.
Not dock on beach.
Nope. No dock on beach.
No beach dock.
Must be port.
Okay.
That is funny how like outlandish and fantastical Expedition 33 is, but like within the context of information that you're given, you don't question it. You don't feel like picking it apart, right? You're just like, it vibes, and you're cool with it. And that's before you find out the big plot twist where, spoilers until I pull my hands apart. The entire world's literally just a canvas. It's all created. It's not real.
But like the reason why you don't question it or why you don't make a big stink about it once that's finally revealed is that those characters, the way they're represented, all feel real.
Yeah.
And the way they react to the information that's presented to them is probably much the same way you or I would react if someone ripped a hole in the fabric of space-time and stepped out and told me, "Hey bro, your world isn't real." I'd be like, "Okay, can you tell me what's going on?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's this, 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 and this." And I'm like, "Okay, can I leave?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, so this world isn't real, but it might as well be real to me."
Yeah, no, it's its
Okay.
inhabitant. It is real to you.
You didn't change anything for me, buddy. Okay, well, this is Ketterberg. Also not where we're supposed to go.
Damn it, Jeremy, what are you doing?
I don't fucking know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they didn't say east.
We'll eventually run across it, just naturally.
That's a... Hey, I found the big hole in the ocean.
Oh, you did?
Nice. There, it looks suspicious. What's going on over here? No? No? Oh. That's Cassidonia. It's the other place. Radical.
The other place.
Look. That's all they're getting from me at this point. Now, I say that. I've been fine with Abyss's world building so far. It hasn't been, like, super irksome or anything.
I mean, yeah. Up to now, things have been fun. Intrar. Oh, a cutscene.
Hey!
Belkin!
The right place!
We made it!
Belkind is your father's territory, isn't it? When we were young, we went together to Belkind's.
The city's to the
We?
south. Let's go.
Damn. She
Ash.
fucking immediately. Wait.
What?
So, Natalia knows. She knew this whole time that Luke.
No, she did not know this whole time. She found out that Ash...
Then why was she talking to Ash using the word we?
Because they had known each other prior to Ash getting kidnapped and Luke being copied out of him, and then Luke taking his place.
Hey.
So she is trying to rekindle their prior relationship from before Ash became Ash.
And Ash is having none of it.
Ash is having none of it.
He's
Absolutely
having
none of it.
Zero. Look at all the money we got, dude. We got
So
22K.
much money. We're rich. We're rich.
Won. Japan.
Alright,
The
what the fuck is this
onomatopoeia.
shit? I
Dog
don't want
bark.
this shit.
Won.
Swap. Oh, we lost tier 2. Damn.
Oh no, our healer's gone?
Yeah.
Like, go into Ash's arts. Is he just? Is he?
I think
just
he is literally
is he
a
just Luke?
carbon copy.
Yeah, it's just on, and it has all the usages.
Usage, yeah.
With it.
Oh,
Or is that?
no. It has
Slag
the
Assault
usage
is
of the
new.
things
He's
that
got new shit,
he has.
and he's got a
new
spell.
Yes. Okay, never
Oh,
mind. He's
by the way, that
he's
new
not a carbon copy.
fucking that RPG I've been playing had a spell called Stalagmite as well, but it the animation was a spike falling down on top of it, and I'm like, that's wrong, because I know stalagmites come from the ground.
It's so easier to just say stalactites come from the top.
I don't know about that.
Stalagmites come from the ground?
Yeah, from the mites come from the ground.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out.
I think I may have committed that to memory to such a degree, because we might have to go back to when that bit was. But I think you said something along the lines of, "You're never going to remember that."
Oh,
And I'm like,
probably.
bitch, watch me.
Stella ground, Stella ceiling. Absolutely! Viv! How's it going, ever, Viv?
Hey,
Hope you're
Viv.
doing well.
Yeah.
Look at that flickering. Look at those flickering lights.
That's
pretty
I
good,
think
I
it's
like
supposed
that.
to be fire. It's supposed to be like
I think that's supposed to be like an
Flame
electrical
flicking.
arc.
But
Fine, I won't go to the governor's residence.
so I booted up Neo 3 today to do some like master fights and stuff. And you know that Caltrip ball we got?
Yeah.
It's so busted against human characters because it just turns the entire floor
Stagger,
into...
stagger, 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 stagger.
So they're like, they run up, hit, run up, hit, right? And so what I've been doing with my tonfas is I just throw out, scatter the floor, charge, and they're like,
Fucking rude.
And by the time they get to me, it's like full force, 4,000 damage. They get spun back, and by the time they try to like make a path through all the caltrops, I can throw another one.
That's pretty funny. Actually,
It's great.
That's fucked
Absolutely
up,
not
but
going to work
also
on a
kinda
boss
funny.
fight because bosses don't stagger like that. And yokai don't really stagger like that. But the humans, oh boy, that is stupid.
They just food.
I also started
What's
using
going
some
on
new
here?
talismans as well. I think you're going to like one of the ones I use. I'll show it to you when we play again.
I don't like that at all.
That's me in the spot. Light. Do you remember back when we were doing Out of the Abyss? This is a long time ago on a channel that's probably long since gone, right?
Yeah.
I posted a picture of the group REM.
Yeah.
And I put a picture of myself in the bottom left, and I just photoshopped like a beam of light over me. And I was like, hey guys, look at this picture I took with Rem. And they're like, but why is there a picture of you in there? I'm like, oh, that's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. I wanted to take it further. Like, I wanted to be a picture of me, like, doing this, like, fumbling a Bible, so I could then say I'm losing my religion.
Losing my religion.
No.
Starts to get a little complex.
Yeah.
So the traitor to Kimlaska still lives here in this city. What a joke.
What do you mean, traitor?
This guy was involved in my kidnapping.
Don't tell me you're the one who broke the ban on Famicry.
It's just as you imagine, Jade.
Jade, the necromancer.
Applying Famicry to living creatures is forbidden.
Doesn't
Every
deserve that
Famicry
title.
researcher longs to try it at least once. You're no different, Jade Curtis. Or should I say, Dr. Jade
He has
Balfour.
not revived a single corpse yet.
You're the father of Famicry.
Oh shit. That's an information drop.
You made dozens of replicas.
Oh shit.
I won't deny it. I am the one who proposed the principles of Famicry.
Then you have no right to criticize me.
How old's Jade? Jade's like 30-something. But he's the one who... Okay. Okay. This is where I have to... I gotta be a little critical. Alright.
Alright.
Jade's like 30-something. This guy's all like, you're the father of Famicry. You started all this shit. Ash... Luke is a replica of Ash. And that happened like 7-ish years ago? How old is Jade?
Tales of the Abyss, Jade. Jade Curtis. 35. So
35. So, 7 years ago, he was 28. Presumably, if this motherfucker was responsible for Luke being a replica of Ash, that means that Jade becoming the father of Famicry happened in Jade's mid to early 20s? So Jade, Dr. Jade, Doctor, had enough time to become a doctor as well. Dr. Jade
he's got a doctorate, yes.
Balfour became a doctor, got good enough to create an entire new branch of, like, phonon science and become, like, the creator of a forbidden industry, and it got such a bad rap that it became forbidden.
He was a prodigy, man.
And this is where I'm like, this would be far more believable if Jade was like 45 instead of 35. Right? Still a little dicey, but more believable if he's 45 instead of 35. You know? Because at least, he was a brilliant scientist and doctor, and in his 20s he did so much great, interesting research, and then in his early 30s he discovered this thing, and he had all of this happened, and he became the father of Pharmacry, and it turned out to be really bad, and we were like, nope, no one gets to do that anymore. And then a year or two passed, and I did it anyways, cause fuck that guy. And then 7 years after that, we have now. Like, that would make more sense. It's like, why the fascination of like only young people can do things?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm not interested in mutual wound licking. I have no intention of covering for someone just because they've committed the same sin as I. I'm well aware of what I've done. That's why I forbade it.
Oh, wait, is this not like a
Wait,
worldwide
not
like,
only
government
did he
ban?
invent it, but he was like, you know what? Nah.
Not only did I invented it, pioneered it, became the father of it, did it dozens of times, but I also
And then disallowed it.
I am also the one who's like, no one else gets to do it.
The replication of living organisms presented both technical and ethical problems.
Oh.
You, a Pharmacry researcher, should know well the fate of the first replicas of living creatures.
All I did was help with Van's preservation project. I figured if all we were doing was recording the replica information.
Preservation project? What are you talking about?
You didn't know?
Oh. You let information spill.
Tell us!
I can't. I shouldn't have mentioned it at all.
Motherfucker, we'll kill you. And we will make it very painful. No! Oh no, it's turn-based dialogue!
Turn-based combat or turn-based dialogue.
They let him just run away because it was his turn!
No. Before you don't hit anything. Like, what do you bet one of the characters, after you close this dialogue box, 180s and says, he's getting away?
I don't want to take that bet.
Like,
I don't want to take that bet.
That would be the dumbest, like, that would be the worst. Like, that is like the prime example of the worst outcome of turn-based dialogue.
Absolutely.
Don't do it. Don't do it, game. Don't do it. Don't. Okay. All right. Good.
Wait. It's almost worse, because obviously we gotta go track him down, and instead of anyone saying anything, they're just like, nah, they know what they gotta do. We'll just cut and give them control back. Like,
That's
what?
still bad, but like old games, you have to. I say old games. The latest Mana game did that. The exact same fucking thing, except they did do the he's getting away thing.
It's less old games, and it's an old style of games.
Yeah, absolutely. You're correct.
Because the newest Mana might be a new game, but it is done in an old style. Like, the design concept of it.
Turn-based dialogue.
Yeah. Fucking turn-based dialogue. Like, I get like the technical limitations of turn-based dialogue, but like it's so easy to like have someone run, pause, like if you're like acting in the concept of like technical limitations, it's really fucking hard for us to have two models moving at the same time, right? Like that type of thing. Just like have someone move, pause, then have another character move to try to intercept them, something happen, and then the character gets away, right? Like,
right, at least have some kind of like show that there is at least some form of
attempt
to
to
prevent
stop them.
that from happening. Me in the corner.
Okay, we got new
Me in the
directives.
pot.
Fortean Cavern in Rhodesia. I don't know where the fuck Rhodesia is, my man.
Mm-hmm. It's somewhere.
Otis, what are you doing? And why are you doing it? Oh, we can actually go inside.
I was trying to fuck with Steam after, well, I think at some point last year they changed the sound effect for achievements, like the sound, like the sound effect change when you like get an achievement, and I didn't like it, so I was like looking into what it would take to like find that file and change it to something else, and I was able to do so. Like,
Oh,
I was
really?
able to replace that file and it worked, but it doesn't matter because like anytime there's any update to Steam, it just writes it back.
Oh no! And Steam is
And
constantly updating.
yeah, oh, constantly. Anytime there's an update, it just undoes it. And for a while, I was rocking the old PlayStation 360 Badoop kind of like
Sure.
achievement sound effect, because that's when I was like really into achievement hunting, right? And now I'm like, if that would work, you know, it'd be great to replace that with new achievement.
That would be pretty great. Dotus, I can smell your hair burning. I'm gonna turn off the heater. You're
Well,
gonna
if you
lose your
don't, it's
heating
gonna turn
privileges.
itself off.
You're gonna lose your heating privileges. This is what happens. You lose your heating privileges. I reached down there and he raised his butt like I was gonna pet him. He's so mad at me right now.
It's like, did not get pets, had heater turned off. Worst day ever.
Worst moment of his life, of his kitty life.
Okay, cool. I clearly wasn't paying attention. When did Luke show up?
Hey, they're talking in his head.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No.
So this is their telepathic
Yeah.
connection still in the underworld. One of my favorite old school point and click adventure
Why
was
is
one from
Van
Sierra,
collecting
which is like
replica data?
not surprising
What does
because
he plan to
Sierra
do with
put
it?
out like 80% of all of them back in the day.
Yeah.
One of my favorites though is one called Torrance Passage,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's basically the same thing,
Well, I'd assume
but
he's
like
going to
there's
make replicas.
7 different worlds. There's the surface world, there's a world under that, and it keeps going until
We're
you
going to
actually
Orchard
get to
Cavern.
the center of the planet where gravity like zeroes out
Mhm.
and it's hollow.
The cave on the western continent of Rhodesia? But why?
I presume he intends to investigate the replica issue. Phonamine can be gathered there. And,
And?
well, you know,
And.
Rhodesia is Kimloskin territory. Malkuth can't interfere. Dist was originally a researcher from Malkuth. It's a logical place for him to go after stealing Thaumacrine technology.
Enough talk. Let's get going.
Boo! Do you really think we should go, Ion? Yes.
Honestly,
For
I
now,
still
let's do what he
prefer
says.
I'm getting off here.
Ash's like bossy brand of assholery versus Luke's just like
Whiny
Like-
entitled brand.
whiny entitled brand of assholery.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
Ash's form, like it's not good, but it's better.
It's better. You're losing your bro though.
God, I don't want to play anybody else.
I'm worried about Luke. I have to go back for him.
I don't believe you. Who cares about that idiot?
I do,
Wow.
Because he's an idiot.
Can I just
I don't
state
know what he'd
again
do alone.
how crazy it is that you're such an asshole that the character that's supposed to be head over heels for you just fucking disowned you?
Well, I will be clear. She didn't like drop him because he was an asshole. She dropped him because he caused the death of thousands and then was a little bitch about it.
Oh, he was a giant baby back bitch.
And I have faith that he can get past this.
Guy, you're Luke's attendant and his friend. The real Luke is right here.
This may be the real Luke, but my friend is that idiot.
Thanks, Guy.
Wow.
It's up to you. If
Ride
you
or
want to go back for
die,
him.
still calls
How
him
do
an
you intend
idiot.
to return to Yulia City.
I mean, if he's being an idiot, he's being an idiot.
I suppose.
It's a cave northwest of Doth.
All right. Well, I mean, if you're
If
still
the
playing
replica
Natalia, I'll
comes back
take
to
it.
the Outer Lands, he'll pass through there.
Thanks, Ash.
I knew you'd choose him.
Did Van tell you? Well, that's not the only reason.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. See ya.
Luke, aren't you going to stop him?
Don't call me by that name. It's no longer mine.
Oh, I guess his name really was also Luke.
Yeah,
That was his birth
he
name.
was originally Luke. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Jeez, he really is gone. I wonder if Jade's gonna say something. But first, sliding to the left before he says it. Yeah, wow. We only have one. Well, I guess Anna's kind of a melee fighter. Man, Tyr, Luke, and Guy are gone.
Well,
At least at the
Luke's
moment.
mostly here.
Technically, we have a better Luke.
Yeah. This is me actually wondering, because I honestly don't remember. I wonder if we will get to a point where we have both Luke and Ash. I bet we will.
No, I bet we won't.
Bet we won't.
I bet we won't. Yeah, I'm gonna stick. I will side
We
against
have.
you.
I think you're right. Because right now, there's 6 characters without. There's 6 characters if Luke, Ash are a single character, but there's 7 characters if Luke and Ash are separate characters. And I bet
Also, in the menus, there's only room for 6 portraits.
and I bet because of that symmetry and everything, I bet we will not be getting it. Yeah.
And the only reason that would come into play is if somebody else leaves first.
True.
But if that would be the case, then who would leave?
Fucking everyone at this point.
Nah.
Annis, once she finally convinces Ion to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right. Who's
Yes.
up?
Give me Ash. I just need a melee. I want the melee fighter.
Fair enough. All right. We got to go to the western continent. Find the Ortian Cave.
The Ortian Cave. Oh shit!
Oh.
Guess you want to die.
Whoop. Controller went
Let's
off.
fight.
Did it die?
Are you here now?
Yeah. Oh no, I've got spells! No! This will not stand! Oh my god!
All of the spells! You just
Get out
thought
of here!
you were
All of them
melee.
gone! Give me the... Yeah, I want all these.
The new ones?
Let's do... Not steel, let's do... Raging Blast. Do I want Raging? No, these are the ones. Let's do Lightning Blade. Slag Assault. Sonic Blast. And then one Fang Blade. Do I want Fang Blade Havoc or Fang Blade Rage?
Up to you, buddy.
Raging Blast or Havoc? I know Havoc Strike looks like. Let's do Raging. Hey, yeah, that's cool. Good. Alright, those are fun. And since they're all of the, like, art kind, I don't have to worry about... I don't have to worry about FOF effects, because Altered Arts don't have FOF effects.
Bitter spaghetti. Bitter spaghetti.
Some of those spells do have FOF effects, though. Cool.
That's true.
Oh! Hi!
Those are so fast. World map enemies are so quick.
Oh, that one's cool. I like that. Yeah! He's got, like, the Artorias of the Abyss flip.
Yeah. Baguette.
Somebody help to my spaghetti!
Explosion and Icicle Rain are the outcome of FOF Forge. Gotcha. So he gets access to spells that are actually the FOFs of other spells. That's cool.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Good.
All right. Is there a cave in here? Oh shit.
What?
Oh, I was not expecting this.
I was not either. What the hell?
The game does
Interesting
not like
top-down.
this.
Honestly, they should give you that as like a camera option just at any point. Then why would you... Then why... We got nib shit on.
We did. We definitely did. Alright, let's round the outsider.
Like a trailer park girl. Nope.
Well, I assume it's not that cave.
Probably not.
This
Maybe
cave?
this one.
Maybe this cave.
I think this one also had whirlpools around them, but they're now gone.
Maybe. It's this cave! We made it!
It's
Is that a
all damn-
polywog?
It's
Oh,
probably
is
because of the sea
this late into the
breeze.
game before we finally saw like one of the normally first enemies in the game?
We've seen those before, just different colors.
Please wait in the Tartarus, Ion.
We've seen some green ones, and I think like yellow ones.
But I'm
or
interested
blue
too.
ones.
No, it's
Man.
too dangerous.
Go
I
back,
keep
Phone Master. You'll be in our
Thinking
way.
about that interview between Matt Mercer
well.
and Ben Starr, where they talked about how dialogue suffers in RPGs or just in video games in general, whenever you're too worried about the perfect read.
Mhm.
Like
Mm.
it just it was just like an epiphany moment for me. I was like, yes, like that's I can see that in here, in this right here, this very conversation.
People
Just
do
worried about-
not speak perfectly, cleanly every single time.
Mhm.
Even like the greatest orators of our time and in past times, like you watch really, really great speakers, they will stumble or they'll pause intentionally to try to like give them a second to like collect their thoughts. They'll have like little hitches or missteps in their words.
Filler words.
Filler words, absolutely. And obviously, right, like a better orator is typically going to have fewer of those things, but it's not like they're non-existent. And those are people who, that is like,
That is their
what
title.
they
Their title is
do.
I Speak.
So everyone else absolutely has way more fillers and pauses and hitches and stumbles, and it's just the way people communicate, because we're often trying to communicate. I say that. We're not often trying to communicate complicated ideas, but you will note that like when people just talk to each other, they, especially if like it's placid, low effort communication, they have less like missteps or hiccups or things like that. But if you're talking about a complicated subject, or you're excitable, or it's a stressful moment, you're gonna fuck up your words. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, and that leads to more natural conversation when you allow that. But like,
Absolutely.
Someone's just gonna want perfect reads, so that's all that's gonna be heard in the game.
Let's go inside.
Remember in Zestiria, like I don't think there's ever been another RPG where like other party members are just having their own conversation.
That might be the
outside of
best
the main
thing about
dialogue.
Zestiria. We commented so heavily on that. That might be the best thing about Zestiria. Because it was so good.
That was so cool.
That people would be in the foreground talking, and then there'd be like people off on the side or right behind them having their own fucking conversation, and you could like hear them slightly muffled while the others were talking.
Like
it was great.
God, I'm gonna get that wrong. Like Sore and Mikleo were sitting there like jabbing at one another in the background, talking about something that had happened.
Yeah.
While people were actually just talking about like what, like that. It's just the normal game dialogue while they're back there just shooting the shit,
I'm trying to think about it. I assume it did, but did Zestiria have a lot of skits?
I don't particularly remember there being more than other Tales games.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like a conscious decision, like if they tried to like design that in such a way to where they didn't have to rely on skits for like all the extra like info or animation or personality, because that is a lot of times what happens in Tales games. They try to implant a lot of the personality into skits and things.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh shit!
Ruby!
Great upgrade. Look at that.
Feel me.
I do not. Don't feel you.
Yeah, well, join the club.
I wonder
Okay,
what
I don't feel
those
myself
are.
most of the time.
Fuck depth perception.
Why did he have one eye closed there? That's a good question.
It's not like I was a
Ash, that was
gun.
great.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yes. I'm fine. Thank you, Ash.
Jade, do you recognize them?
Well, biology is not exactly my specialty.
Okay, Mr. Necromancer.
Father of Thaumacrie, the guy who literally cloned things, is saying biology. He better be fucking being sarcastic. He better be being sarcastic.
Maybe he
They
meant...
don't appear to be indigenous to the area, and they seem odd for a new species.
Maybe he meant duology?
I don't fucking know.
Looks like this may not go easily. Let's go.
I mean,
Swear to
did we
God,
expect rolling
as-
up into this place to be easy?
Yay, life bottle.
I mean, I'll take it. Get up
There's
the
no way that
stairs.
worked. I don't know it. That's your shortcut.
Fight me, you coward!
The bats are so hard to initiate combat with. Why?
Guess you want to die! That didn't work.
I like the Artorias flip.
Prepare yourself. That's done.
Natalia does seem like incredibly similar to Raven. Like, which like until we played Vesperia, I hadn't played Raven to like any great extent, and it was good. I liked it a lot.
It's an enjoyable experience.
Absolutely flawless.
Yeah, was that a great over limit there, Annis? Did you feel proud about that over limit? Grass chamber.
Well, to be fair, it didn't seem to like ruin her. Like her OL is still really full. Steel.
Oh no. Oh no.
Steal. Not only
Now
does it give you the ability to steal, but you could just.
now I've got to start using aerial laser all the time. Oh no.
You are such a creature of habit.
Look.
Like,
What if I can steal a bunch of stuff? Maybe we
well,
can
and I
sell
will
it.
give you this. It's more like mug than steal because you're still getting to attack. Oh, but it's got to be in melee range.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it. Yeah.
Our victory was assured.
What is the steal rate?
I don't know.
But now you got to come up with me.
I'm a melee boy now.
So I will say that as far as like the twist of there being an underworld, I'm cool with all of it, right? Like held up by pillars, sure, tree, whatever, Maya, all of the people living underneath. I'm cool with all of it. I feel like it was poorly explained,
Sure.
but like conceptually, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really any more bizarre than a lot of the other,
Yeah.
multiple world scenarios. So a quick cursory look at it is I did not get a percentage, but you can see if you socket something and then you use that thing, you use that art
It levels up.
100 times, it takes 100 times to max it out. So each pip is 20 usage, I believe.
Okay.
So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, so each pip, because obviously the first pip
20.
doesn't count, right? So each pip is 20 usage. And I believe that it is a... Okay, so... Shit. How do I explain this? I think that the pips are actually just percentages of whether or not the effect applies. I don't know if you've noticed, but while playing, occasionally you'll see FSC blah 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 pop up whenever you use a skill. That's because the skill actually triggered, or the phone slot chamber actually triggered on it. So I think once you get it to 100, or you've used it 100 times, it has a 100% chance to trigger. So if I use aerial laser 100 times with the green thing slotted, it will trigger the chance to steal every time I use it. But the chance to steal is not 100%. So
right now, like even after you use it 20 times, you're looking at a percentage of a percentage.
Of a percentage, yes, yeah. So, whoops.
Ew. Gross game. You're gross.
Is a little gross.
Yeah, well, get the captain.
But like if you'll see, right, FSC effect, right? Because I have this one high enough that it's triggering almost every time, but it didn't trigger that time. So if you I think every time you use it with its equipment, it increases by 1%. I think.
Do you know what the FOF for aerial laser even is?
I don't know. I don't think I've used it, actually. Nope. Haven't done it yet.
What?
I think I haven't done it
We
because...
don't have tier, so it
yeah,
doesn't
we don't
matter.
have tier, so...
Aerial...
Guess you wanna die!
Wind! It's wind. Whoop. Artorias flip. Artorias flip. Artorias.
Fucking out of TP. Sandwich.
How often do you have to do that?
What?
The deny message in
Uh,
like a night.
maybe once or twice a night. Not typically.
That's not
that
bad.
often.
All right, I
No.
thought it was worse than that.
No. Oh, we can't change his equipment. Well, he's not going to be with the party very long if we can't change his equipment. Surely.
I mean, we're not changing our equipment. It's too expensive.
I changed Anis's equipment in this exact dungeon. Get the fuck out.
All of it?
A piece of it.
Or
Fight
just her
me,
weapon.
You coward! It's just so not. It's just so not worth it.
The bats just don't want to
It's-
fight.
The bats are the camera angle of this game.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll take it. Whatever.
I'll take,
That's
yeah.
hardly a
If
problem.
I've just got to skip some bats here or there, I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even tripping. That's water, brother. That's wind. I got wind over here. It's gone. An act? That was our first accidental FOF effect. It only took 22 hours.
Nah, I don't actually think that was our first accidental one. It might be. Oh, it's further up. Great. Motherfuckers. Nobody, I swear to God, no one in a JRPG has ever heard of climbing. Like, ever. You know how much shit you climbed when you were younger? I'm not just saying this to Jay. I'm saying this to everyone. You know how much shit you climbed when you were a teenager? You climbed a lot of shit. I promise you.
A Thaumacrine research facility.
Not as much as you climbed when you were a child.
A bunch of shit. I used to jump off the roof of my house.
Exactly.
Bro, if I tried that now, I would literally die.
The calculation device is still running.
Impressive. I doubt Luke could have handled this.
Yeah.
This is research regarding the effective scale of Thaumacrine.
They were trying to create replicas of large objects by increasing the data collection area.
Large objects? You mean like houses and stuff?
Oh, larger than that. Even back when I was involved, we theoretically could have replicated a small island.
What?
And how many years ago was that?
That's huge.
Also, I know it's supposed to look like he has his hands in his pocket, but it looks like his right hand has been severed.
Yeah, it does.
And that's
What the hell? Impossible!
It no longer looks like that.
Look at the maximum
And it wasn't in
replica
his
size
pocket, he's
Van's
folded
research
behind his
shows.
back.
30 million square kilometers? That's more than a tenth of Aldrint.
Even if they succeeded in making something that size, there'd be no place to put it.
They also have a list of previous replica data. The Malkuth military should have disposed of this.
Did Dist smuggle it out?
I love this
Most
like
likely.
upgraded
It's data
graphics
from the people of the
because
destroyed
everything looks
island
like
of Hoth.
high res, but if you look at the top left at the crystal on the wall,
Yeah, it's...
some of the textures are not. So, look,
There's no mistake.
everything looks
I
great,
was the one who
but
had them taken at
sometimes
the time.
Don't tell me they're trying to resurrect a replica Hod.
I wonder. Let's take this data with us.
on
We're gonna
what?
Resurrect a continent.
Huh?
Hey, are these Teagles?
Yes. You've been traveling.
How can they eat if they're trapped in a place like this?
Someone must be taking care of them. These two are probably
the
a
neat
replica
part.
and its original.
Don't.
Yes, they both have a star-shaped mark in the same place.
I wonder if these little guys breathe fire like Mew.
Wasn't it determined that like
Wow.
adults can just naturally, and Mew is a special case that requires the ring to do so?
I think so.
I wonder if this one's the same.
Bet it's not fire, bet it's like water. Oh,
This
no.
one doesn't seem as energetic.
It must be the replica. It's common for them to have reduced abilities.
But
Like
Kirby,
Luke.
the identification plate says this weak one is the original.
I see. Replica data extraction can have a negative effect on the original in some cases.
Oh my. What sort of negative effect?
In the worst
Ash is
case,
right
the original
there.
dies. Though with perfect
With this
isotherms,
literal
a different
Kingdom
effect
Hearts
occurs.
logo poncho.
So did making me mean that Ash is...
Natalia, Ash, there's no need to worry. Symptoms will always present themselves within 10 days for inorganic matter. It's even faster for living things. 7 years later, Ash is doing fine. There's no need to worry.
Except, why would they bring it up if there wasn't a reason to worry.
Thank goodness.
Oh, good. It's pretty sad when I've got Drek like you worrying about me. What, you want to start something? Enough! Shut up!
Replica stuff is complicated. You came up with this technology, right?
Yes.
I would be
Though it's
so
a part of my
tempted
past I wish I could
in
erase.
Luke's situation to just be on the horn the whole time singing the song that never ends.
24/7. 24/7.
We've been here long enough.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god, if you passengered me, I would be. Oh my god.
So
You
all we
would
learned was
regret
the
that
Commandant's trying to
decision
make a really big
very
replica?
quickly.
That's plenty. Let's go.
See,
Go where?
that's what Chris should be doing
I
to
can do the rest
Maggie.
alone. I'll take you back to your homeland.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, he has already been determined as a person that doesn't speak that much. That should change real quick. Bro, I did not pick up that on that reveal at all until it was spelled out for me.
That was a good one. Really, like... They really just gonna make us walk back through this? Surely something's gonna happen on the way.
Or get stepping, bitch.
Guess we're just getting to stepping.
Look at all this perfectly good money you're behind. When you steal, is it an item or can you steal money? Because if you can steal money, should probably get that going a little bit.
Okay.
Wait, hold on! The cutscene that we had to run back to because we couldn't take the
careful.
shortcut
There's something
was
here.
where the shortcut would have put us out anyways. Why don't you just give us a shortcut?
Yes.
What?
Also this!
Boss battle!
That's a great takeaway.
Indeed. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
I'm in trouble here.
Oh, mighty explosion! Energy blast!
Oh, Susan Light.
Get my kill! That's enough! How the raging wind like a save mine enemy!
You are not going to do it yourself.
Steel blade! Turbulence!
Run away so I can heal you.
Oh, Susan Light. Heal.
Okay,
Oh, mighty
I've healed you.
explosion. Energy blast!
Costs money.
Oh, mighty explosion! Energy blast!
Yeah. I'm not supposed to hit the boss one. Well,
Prepare yourself! Please! Thunderland!
I am. It's a Christmas Day miracle.
what is the... There it is.
Oh!
Dead.
I'm trying to generate enough TP to heal you.
Looks like we're still okay.
We are so not okay.
Oh, why does heal cost so much?
This is not good.
No way.
Why is he up here?
Annis is so dead.
Colonel, you're so cool.
Halfway.
Oh. Don't hurt me. Whoa, that was intense. We should be more careful.
How can I get like this?
Oh, sorry.
Fangblade Rage! Fangblade Rage!
Fuckers. I'm gonna bottle him.
Hey.
Sorry for the trouble.
I'm in trouble here.
Sonic Blast!
Oh, by torrent.
Fangblade Rage!
All right.
Wasn't the worst in the world. Wasn't
One
the
life
best in the
bottle
world.
is acceptable losses.
A life bottle, an orange gel, and like 2 or 3 apples.
Orange? What are you using orange for? You think we're made of money?
I needed the TP to heal you and to heal Annis. Get the fuck out.
I love that, like, when the food is cooked, it puts the name of the food quotation.
Yeah.
What the heck was
But it's
that?
perfect
It was huge.
because their idea of a
Disgusting.
sandwich is bread and lettuce.
Pharmacy research involves a number
Sorry,
of chemicals
lettuce
that are
if
harmful
you're
to
lucky.
living creatures.
Otherwise, it's just
That may have been what
Just
caused
bread.
this.
Ash, thank you for protecting me.
Let's get moving.
Lady. He
Take
ain't
the
who you
hint.
once thought you knew.
take the
Let it
hint,
go.
lady.
Let it go.
Welcome back! An earthquake! Ugh!
Wow, they're really hamming this up, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Um,
We better get more
Thank you.
earthquakes later. Wait, we've been getting earthquakes already. Never mind.
I remember the last time I caught you like that.
yes. I wanted to sneak out of the
Dude.
castle, so I jumped from a window.
That earthquake may have been Southern Rugnica falling.
What? Why?
Because Luke destroyed the Sephiroth tree supporting Southern Rugnica. It was barely hanging on by the Sephiroth from other areas. It's about time it fell.
What effect will that have on other regions?
Did you forget that we'd been having the Phone Master open the doors to the Sephiroth?
Even with the doors open, the passage rings are protected with Yulian seals. No one can use them.
Van can.
In other words, Van is able to control the Sephiroth. Then, is his objective the further destruction of the
You
Outer Lands?
Cease and desist.
That's what it looks like. From what I heard, the next to fall will be the area around St. Bina.
I don't have time to play with you anymore. Goodbye.
Oh,
Hard cut.
he just kicked us out. Fucking rude.
That was an option this entire
Guess
time.
the channel's closed.
Apparently.
Mew.
Huh.
Oh yeah, St. Bina's in danger.
I better go catch it.
Can I help you, sir? You're being especially, like, needy at the moment. You could
Luke,
come up here and I could
You're
pet
awake.
you, but I'm not gonna pet you there. Get off my computer. Oh, get.
Is this a flower garden?
They're Selenias.
No.
The only flowers that grow
It's
in
a
the
hay
Cliff
bale.
They bloom at night.
But why do they bloom at night? Why?
The outer lands cover the sky, so hardly any sunlight gets through.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, you look like you were worried about something.
Just for a quick little adjust glasses, actually, you know what moonlight is? Moonlight is sunlight. Moonlight
Oh, right.
is
I
the
wanna go
light
back to the
reflected
Outer
off the
Lands.
moon. It's still light from the fucking sun.
You'll be able to go back at some point, but for right now,
No, I have to go back now. Ash said St. Bina's gonna fall.
Fucking eyes.
but you've been asleep this whole time.
I could hear. He and I are connected.
Even if that's true, how do you plan to prevent St. Bina from falling?
Well,
I'm gonna
You don't understand a thing.
catch it with
You
my
base
hand.
all your actions on what others say and never try to understand things for yourself.
Okay, yes, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to keep St. Bina from falling. Like, correct, but...
That's no different than how you acted at Xeriuth.
Okay.
You're right. Master Van said so. Ash said so. That's all I ever say.
Well, you didn't say I gotta go do this thing because Ash said so. You said I heard Ash and others talking about this thing. Alright. I get it, but
He's
It's-
going
it's-
through it. Give him a.
it's Luke's moment to become more
It's no
introspective.
wonder everyone got sick of me and left me behind.
It just feels artificial.
I mean,
'Cause
that
it feels
that
like
was only a-
Tyr has been, like, so supportive of him. She's the only person who didn't, like, bullshit talk him after. Like, even Guy was like, I'm disappointed, bro. Like, after the
Yeah,
thing. And
yeah.
Tyr gave it to him, but she stuck around after she gave it to him, right? Like, everyone else fucking walked away. And so, for her to then be like no, you're still acting exactly like you were previously. Like, the thing's gonna fall. Do you want to do nothing? like they
like,
made
because
her.
those lives are also on his,
Yeah.
conscious. Like,
But
that's-
like it's so the reason why this annoys me is because they sacrificed Tyr's character for this moment for Luke of like, oh no, we're gonna have Tyr be critical of Luke in this moment because Luke is still doing what he always does, blah 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 blah, and then Luke can show that he's changed. But also, Tyr would probably be like, holy shit, St. Bina's gonna fall? Okay, well, we need to come up with a plan.
Yeah, this is not a time for like self-reflection, and reconciliation. A time
You
for
knew
action.
That they went back to the Outer Lands?
I told you, Ash and I are connected. I saw it through him. I really am his replica.
Luke,
Up till now, all I ever paid attention to was myself.
I mean, for a
I'm
main
not even sure I saw
character
myself
like
clearly.
depression arc, he's getting over it pretty quick.
Sure, yeah. But it also feels like, so often the main character depression arc doesn't come from a main character who we spent 20 hours with who's been an asshole the whole time,
Yeah,
right? So, like,
yeah.
I feel like in Luke's case, we want him to get over it quickly because we already spent 20 hours with him being a shitbag, so we don't want to spend another several hours with him moping about it afterwards, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
I want to change.
Whereas if you
have
spend
to
20 hours
change.
with an okay person and then they have a depression arc, it's like, okay, well, that's fine.
If you really mean that, then perhaps you can.
I'm gonna fall. We can talk about this later.
Listen,
But even if you change,
that's
it
great.
won't bring back Xarius.
Happy for you. We gotta go.
Even if I change, yes, it's not gonna bring back a bunch of dead people, but like, I probably still should.
And it won't erase the fact that thousands died. With the weight of all that on your shoulders, how do you plan to change?
By understanding that people were manipulating me and going to try to prevent them from doing what they did previously.
I don't know. That's all I know how to say. I'm pathetic.
Okay. You are a little pathetic, Luke. Yes.
If I could make up for Xarius
No.
by apologizing,
Like,
I'd
it's
apologize
not
as
this
much
like
as it took.
it's not him being mopey. That is true. That is a fact. True.
That's fair.
If my dying could bring back Xarius, then I'd be scared. But I'd die. But that's not how things are. Even if I tried to make up for it, I'd never be able to. So I'm gonna start with what I can do. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm serious. I want to change.
I still don't think you really understand. Not while you can talk about dying so easily.
Okay. Come on, you Luke. I get it. My issue with this whole scenario is all of these characters talk so fucking like holier than thou. Like, Tira's giving him the shit right now, and it's like, where the fuck are you coming from, Tyr? Like, you helped get me here. You didn't stop the Xarius shit from happening. You didn't cause it, but you helped me get here. And what lip are you giving me? Like, where did you come from? How many people have you accidentally caused die because you were manipulated? Or like, what's your... Where are you getting your elevation from? It's like, I fucked up. I just admitted I fucked up. I want to change. I want to try to do better, and I want to go save this place. And you're just giving me lip? Like, okay.
I don't know. I'm still right now. I'm in a position where any lip that Luke is given is a good thing. So
like,
I mean,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Does Luke deserve lip? Sure. Is now the time
Sounds
to
like
be
you're on
giving
Team
him
Luke to
lip?
me.
Probably not.
I won't ask you to trust me right away.
Also,
Tyr, you carry
city's
knives,
about to fall.
right?
This is such a classic like RPG thing where it's like,
Oh, you know what? It's not actually gonna fall. You know why? Turn-based dialogue. It's not its turn to fall yet.
turn-based dialogue. It's
We're
not its
fine.
turn to fall. It's not its turn to fall.
We're fine.
Turn-based
They
dialogue.
can talk this out.
Oh no! I forgot about this. Bonus points if you can guess what's about to happen, Jay.
Seppuku.
No. We're gonna have a Garnet moment.
Oh, is he gonna fucking cut his hair?
Yes.
Is he gonna dagger?
Let me borrow one for me.
Is he gonna go dagger?
Those fucking
What a
knives.
chode ass knife! Look at that chode ass knife.
Luke!
With this, I say goodbye to who I have been.
I think I'm
city.
I think I'm just getting too old for RPGs like this, Jay. I think I'm just getting too old and cynical for it.
Watch me from here on out.
Oh, look,
I'm
they
like-
got his So in the cutscene, he didn't cut his like front hairs, but they're gone.
They're gone now. Yeah. He should have kept the long front tendrils.
I may not do a good job right away. I may make mistakes, but I'm going to change.
All right. I'll be watching you.
Please.
I will. But don't ever take it for granted. I can give up on you at any time. Anyway, right now, if St. Bean is really going to fall,
Sorry,
we
you were
have
saying
to find a
something?
way to stop it.
About
Right. But what should we do?
you're too old for this shit?
Let's ask the mayor, my grandfather. He should be in the meeting room.
I think I'm too old for this shit. I think I've just formulated so many like nuanced opinions, and I've consumed so much good media, right? Like I've had like instances of Claire Obscure and instances of Dungeon Crawler Carl and other shit throughout my life to like really refine my tastes and preferences. I say that, but that was this whole scene was just really badly written. like there's a good scene in here, and the scene is
I agree.
Is two youths who have traveled together, and they have experienced a horrendous tragedy, while one of them has been keeping incredibly important secrets from the other, and the other was foolishly manipulated by a mentor figure. And the threat of what has happened is threatened to happen again, but worse. And this figure who has been a child and been an asshat throughout this story has an opportunity for a moment of growth. And as a show of his growth and his commitment to going forward, cuts away a part of who he was in a show of like letting go of his past and trying to step forward into the future. That is a good, this is a good moment. The moment is there. It exists. It's just really badly written. And I'm just like, it's not that hard to like not have Tyr say weird jackassy things to Luke, and not have Luke say weird things in a weird order and prioritizing the things that don't matter in the wrong orders and everything.
Also, there's a bit taken away from the scene because of the urgency that's put on top of it.
Yeah.
Like that's not helping.
No. Better scenario. Luke has been giving Ash lip throughout the ride along. Giving lip.
Lip.
Goes through some stuff, right? Like giving lip, but is also witnessing things and coming to understand things, and we get some more moments of internalization from Luke. And then we get to this Orton Cave stuff. And then Luke lessens the lip as things are happening, as he's starting to like understand more shit. And then Luke asks maybe a prying question, or Luke like just gets on Ash's nerves to the point to where Ash is just like, nah dog, I'm done with you, bye, and kicks him out. We've had all of the introspection from Luke at that point. So Luke can wake up, have a brief conversation with Miu, come out here to Tyr, and apologize for who he has been and what he has done. And then make this commitment. We see the scene, he cuts his hair, great. And then Ash, who has kicked him out, but clearly has displayed the ability to connect to him anytime he fucking wants, right? Ash, while this has been happening, discovers new information, and Ash, hey Luke, St. Bina's gonna fall just like Xeriath did. Maybe you want to do something about that. And so all of this reconciliation has already happened, right? And we had the good I'm gonna change moment and the tear moment of like, I hope you do, I'll be there with you, right, type of thing, blah, 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 blah. And then Ash is like, hey, shit's going down. Maybe you want to do something about it. And now Luke goes, oh shit, Ash just blurted this out in my head. What do you think we should...
need to act? Like, it's a perfect time.
And it's a great time because Luke
it's
can
now
immediately
with renewed
demonstrate...
vigor.
He can immediately demonstrate, hey, I'm trying to make a commitment to be a bigger,
resolve.
better person. I have this information. I'm not going to immediately do anything stupid with this information. I'm giving you this information. Let's collaborate on this, and maybe we can figure out what to fucking do about this. Right? Like, so the concept of the scene works. It just needs to be reorganized. Right? Like...
Yeah, I agree. Fully agree.
It's just badly written.
Okay, let's go.
He really does kind of look like Reed.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta look at the picture of Reed.
Regal, Kratos, Zelos, Luke, Ash, they all have that kind of like very
I'm
similar
sticking with it. He looks like Reed. He actually does.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. Do you need some food? Is that why you're sniffing at my toes?
So once we beat every multiplayer Tales game, we're gonna have to go back and at least play Eternia again. Just like we have to determine what the best one is, and we go play that one once more.
Go play Eternia again and be like, oh shit. Actually, I hate this game too.
No, but it's all bad. It's all bad. You know what?
Bad.
I hate Tales. That's the thing that's what we pull from this at the end of it all. We hate.
No, that's not true. That's not true because like we played through Berseria and we had a really good time with it. We had criticisms, but we had a really good time with it. We played through Zestiria and we were having a good time with it. Sans the camera. Right up until the end, where we were like, what the fuck is this bed shitting shit? Right? We played Symphonia, and, like, we had criticisms, but overall Symphonia was fine. Like, you know, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
Even, Zillia, right? Like, we had some pretty big criticisms of Zillia. And we were very ready to be done with it by the end. But I still wouldn't classify Zillia as, like, hating it. Or, like, the level of revulsion that I hold towards Vesperia now.
It's unfortunate. And harsh.
It's because, like, it was
Guy?
different. It
Guy
was
should
different
be showing
issues.
up now. I want to be Guy.
He's gonna pretty positive because Ash told him where we would be coming up from the surface or on the surface. So I bet we're gonna have to go through a dungeon with just Luke and Tyr, and then when we get out of that dungeon, Guy will be waiting for us. Is what I bet. All right, Jay. Show and tell.
Yes.
This cat is all fucking over me,
Shit,
so I gotta go check his food bowl. and see if he needs food. So, un momento, BRB.
Okay. I don't remember. Up, one second. So recently, I have played through another SMT game that I have never played through before. I played Strange Journey, and that was a fun experience. But one of the reasons why I don't generally like monster collectors is that the stories are generally kind of boring, and the monster designs are sometimes just like uninteresting. And I think that's like really true of Pokemon. Sorry, I know. But one of the reasons I like SMT is because all of the monsters are like a part of just like a just an eclectic collection of every mythos and every like you've got your Norse, your Greek, Egyptian, I mean, and it's like cryptids too, so American, Canadian, Mexican, like just the full range. And the coolest thing is they have descriptions of where they're from in like reality. And one of the funnier reasons I like to mention this is because you have like literal translations of was it either Hindi or Indian, but there is a god of fertility called Mara, and that was one of the ones I like to
no! I know where you're
use
going!
as an example. And I told Rachel about this, and for my birthday one year, she got me a model of Mara, who is a giant green penis on a golden chariot.
Wow, Jay, wait, thanks for getting me banned on Twitch.
Hey, Mara.
I wasn't sure where you were going with this, but...
Yeah, you eventually figured it out, though.
I figured it out, yeah.
Yeah, I will say that's kind of one of the more disappointing things about like Metaphor is that, and I guess to a point also like Persona, is that those aren't monster collectors, right? So you don't get that eclectic collection of all those unique things. You do in like the enemy roster, right? There's a bunch of that, but like
argue
crazy.
I feel you on the Metaphor, but I would argue that most Persona games are actually just reskinned monster collectors. Because you in most Persona games,
sure,
you absolutely do collect a bunch of different monsters, but the way in which you
I look at
interact
Persona
with
and I
them,
just see fucking slice of life, gotta go to school,
sure,
fucking date my teacher,
yes,
bullshit that
so he's
with
recovered?
sometimes you go into a dungeon, right?
Layla.
That does happen a lot. I will say, I assume you have already done it, but I almost. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the two of them. Anyways, if you have not, I assume you already have, but if you have not, playing Persona 2...
on PlayStation 1, yep.
Eternal, I think the one we got was Eternal Punishment. There's Persona 2 Innocent Sin and Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. And we only got Eternal Punishment, I believe. Maybe we got Innocent Sin at this point. Probably we got Innocent at this point. But those games are extremely different from Persona 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. And I love Persona 5. I think Persona 5 is a great game. But it is still, as you say, very like slice of life, school, simulation, like time sink scenario. Fucking Persona 2 is not like that. Persona 2 is more like SMT in the concept of like it is weird and morbid and creepy and fucked up a lot of the time. But it has all of the whole like Persona collection mechanics that are really good. You know, it's a I'm not even gonna say it's a good game. I'm gonna say it's a interesting experience.
Hey, man, sometimes that's all you need, right?
Well, like that's the thing. Is like sometimes it's not like I'm not saying it's not a good game. I'm just saying like at the end of the day, after you've played that game, typically later on down the road, you look at it as an experience rather than just like, oh yeah, that was a good game. You're like, oh, that game had some shit in it.
What's
I mean, I will not lie. Modern Persona has painted like a blanketed the entire franchise to me. It was like that's what I associate.
Absolutely,
so
100%. 1 and 2-1 and 2-2 are very different games than 3-4-5, right? Like 3-4-5 are almost entirely different genres in how they play, right? Like the gameplay and everything like that. Like there obviously there are hints of that in 1 and 2. They're you know the school-ish setting, but like fucking
it is a school setting. I imagine,
but it's not exactly a school setting in 2.
It's not like slice of life. It's the characters that are from school are thrust in a shitty post-apocalyptic world setting.
Yes, and Eternal Punishment is weird because it's adjacent to Innocent Sin, and Innocent Sin is quite school-oriented, but Eternal Punishment is not school-oriented, but without spoilers, Eternal Punishment is basically like reinterpretations or reincarnations of the same characters, so it is still school-adjacent, but not in the same way. It's just got schools in it. Like, but it's fucking wild. It is a wild game. And it is highly worth playing for anyone who enjoys anything in that kind of like vein. But it is excruciatingly different than the later
modern Persona.
I love Persona 5. I think it's a great game. I think it, you know, like, without something like Persona 5, we wouldn't have Metaphor, right? And I think Metaphor is a great game.
Right. And like the 5 has so much to be praised.
It's got
music,
so much
the
vibe
UI
and
development,
atmosphere, and the concept, the way it's designed and to be evocative. Has
the
done
fucking style.
It's got so much style, and that has done a lot of influence in the industry, and that's great. At the same time, I really wish they would make a Persona game that was more like the old Persona games. Like, I would be really down with that.
Dude, Metaphor is as close as it's gonna get.
Like, it's nowhere near. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But I know, like, kind of the shit you're talking about, because, like, Shin Megami Tensei, like, the main series, is dark. It is very dark. Right?
And it's not just, like, a lot of people, when they hear you talk about something like that, they'll think, oh, you mean gritty or bloody or gory or things like that. It's not just that. Like a lot of SMT games and the Persona games are very old Persona games are very cerebral. They are morbid, but they're also disturbing. They've got a lot to do with, like, what is going on inside people's heads. And it is... It gets fucky, but that's a part of what's really good about it.
Yeah, it like a lot of the
So a third
SMT,
of those 7?
it's like these
Wait,
are bad
you
people, they
always
do
just
bad
use 2 of
things,
them.
but are they evil, right? These are the good
I don't
guys. They do
understand
good
the
things, but
symbolism of
are
the
their
others.
intentions pure, right? Like, is this really for the betterment of
SMT is always like super existential in the concept of like what is good, what is evil.
Which, I mean, and you might think that's
Julia's
ham-fisted,
hymns
but
are
I'll take that
useless
over.
with only
Oh
the
boy,
melody.
I better get all the gym badges.
I think it's very interesting, and I love that that exists in the space, right? Like in the space of gaming, I want games like that to exist. Absolutely. It does, I think, get overplayed at times, but you know, everything else gets overplayed as well, right? At the end of the day, though, I do find myself. I'm gonna poke back at Arise real quick and be like, at the end of the day, though, some of the best setups to games don't deal with crazy existential shit. They just deal with really legit human shit, and it's uncomfortable shit because it happened in real life, and it still happens in real life.
Yeah.
Right? But like, and I get that that can be triggering for a lot of people, and that really sucks. But it also is a good thing to explore because it is evocative and it makes people think and confront that uncomfortable nature, that ugly nature, and be like, yeah, that fucking sucks. It is.
You know what?
Good. It feels good to watch or see someone do something about it or have the ability to do something about it, and that can encourage people to stand up in situations. It's all about making yourself a better person.
Right.
Maybe.
It's funny
Probably
because
not.
you know,
If you don't understand the
there,
meaning
you know, all
and
the
wisdom
time
in the
there's
hymns,
like,
they're
oh
just
no, video
songs.
games make people, you know, it's you know, develop people poorly. Like, it's
Right.
funny in SMT, right? You are forced. All the SMT games, there's always an alignment system, and you can make choices that will either give you the good aligned, neutral, or evil aligned ending, right? And in specifically Strange Journey, they tried the system, and I ended up not liking this, but
Oh, that's
they
right.
made it so that your alignment was very apparent in the menus, and every demon in the game was aligned to either good, neutral, or evil. And like, so you're encouraged to try to match your alignment, which means there's like a, you know, 66% of the demons that you might not even be using, right?
Sure.
So I didn't like that. But there was a time where, you know, the dialogue options will affect your alignment, right? And I remember I was making too many good choices, and I had a really good team of neutral demons, and then I went through a cutscene, and I bumped up to good alignment, and that means I'm like I don't have a good alignment team, like I don't like, so I'm like, oh, so I just loaded my save back, went through the cutscene again, and I like had to choose the asshole answer, and I found myself, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do that.
I felt physically bad
Absolutely.
selecting, but you know, it dropped my alignment back down to neutral again. So, but I'm like, like,
I thought when you
I don't want to make this person mad at me,
right? Like, I do that so often. I don't want to be the bad guy in games. I play games often to be the good guy, right? To be the hero, to try to fix things, save things. It feels bad to be the bad guy. It feels fine to be in a game and something bad happens and the character you're playing is blamed for it and you gotta live with that, right? Like, that's a different thing. That's an interesting thing. But generally speaking, at the end of the day, I don't want to, like, murder everyone and conquer the world, right? Like, I don't want the evil ending, you know? That type of thing. I thought where you were gonna go with that when you first started talking about it. I thought you were gonna go with the whole concept of like the whole argument of video games make people bad, right? Like the whole scare of like shooters making people violent and shit like that. And I'm like, you people are bizarre.
We already know that
like
shit.
that's insane. The people who are bad people and play video games and then do bad things were already bad people. They did not play video games and become bad people. If anything, right, like, so much of the media that I have consumed from the video gaming sphere has been a positive reinforcement for being good. Because oftentimes, even when you play games where you can be bad, like you take, for like example, GTAs or things like that, right? Like, even in those games, oftentimes, bad things happen to those people. They are doing bad things, and bad things are happening to them. And it's like, you get the reinforcement that bad things are happening to them because they are bad and doing bad things. And it's a different kind of stick, you know? Obviously, we will play things because it's fun to do something, like in a TTRPG or something like that. It's fun to play. I don't want to play a human because I am a human. I don't want to be a goody two-shoes because often in my life I feel like I have to be representative of a goody two-shoes. Like, I don't mind fireballing an orphanage in make-believe because it's fucking make-believe, right?
Yeah.
But playing video games often just reinforces those things of, I can experience this in fantasy land because I not only can't in real land, but don't want to and won't in real land, right? Like, I can murder someone in video game fantasy land, and I can do it without qualms, because I would never want to do that in real life, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it's
what that makes me think of is when we were doing Mad Mage and the whole thing with the Heart of the Mountain and Skella,
yeah.
Skella, yeah, all right. So yeah, like, it was one of the things where it's like, I want Zach to have his cool thing, right? But like, oh my god, I don't want to do this to these people.
I don't want to be. I feel uncomfortable. Even it's a scenario of, even if my character would do this thing in this scenario, I feel bad about doing this thing in this scenario.
Yeah.
But like, that's the beauty of games and like, you know, gaming in general and things like that is that's the beauty of media as a whole, right? Like, when I watch a action movie, I'm not gonna be James Bond. I'm not gonna be Rambo, right? Like, and honestly, I wouldn't want to be, because there's a lot of bad things about those people. But they let you live vicariously through something. It's a fantasy, right? Gaming is the same thing, right? You get to explore those types of fantasies, and that's good for your mind. People who are like, oh, you play violent games and that's gonna make you a bad person. It's like, oh, you're already a bad person. Like, you have a bad idea and you're probably a shitbag. Fuck off. End of discussion.
The symbol of the third hymn. There was a hidden page in a book Van left behind.
That makes me think about, like, you know, if you need religion to be a good person, then you're just a bad person on a leash.
The argument of how can you be an atheist? If you like that stupid argument of if you don't believe in God, why don't you just go out and kill everyone?
Just do the worst things.
Do the worst things, and because those things are terrible, and I don't want to do them, and I wouldn't want them done to me or the people that I care about.
That's it. That's end of story. That's it. It's just like, it's a bad thing to do. I don't want to be bad.
You fucking
Phonic hymns
idiots.
sound pretty tough.
And it just doesn't occur to them that people would want good
That's not a bad
outside
word
of
to use.
religion.
Can I say
What?
that?
What word? What did you say?
Idiots.
Idiot? That's just short for idiot.
Is it?
Idiot's fine.
I've always assumed that it was, but I now in today's day and age, I'm conscientious and want to try to make sure.
I don't even know how you'd spell that.
I think it's IDJIT, but
That's just the way. That's
It's-
just Southern dialect, right?
slang term of idiot, yes. But I wanted to verify, make sure I didn't. Because I grew up in an environment where we said a lot of things because that's what everyone said around us, and
The R word was used very liberally around me, my friends, and like the most of my life.
constantly. I grew up and as I was probably around the time after I'd been in college for a little bit. So it was after I met you, right? Because like I grew up and I went to college, and most of the people going to college with me were still people in that era, right? So they were still using the same lingo, same language. But eventually, you know, it was like, okay, need to unlearn some habits, and it takes effort, but it's worth it, you know.
It's fine. It's fine though. We could
But
use
so
the
far,
R
I
word.
only
That's our
understand the
word.
first
We
and second.
we're neurodivergent. That's our word. We can use it.
No, I don't.
If you don't know and understand the symbols, they really
So
are just ordinary
legitimate
songs.
social commentary here. I respect the right of different dynamic groups to decide whether or not they are allowed to utilize their words. I respect that right.
Yeah, me too.
Respect the right for them to decide whether or not other people should be allowed to use their words. I respect that right. At the same time, as a person who writes a lot and has written period pieces before and written a lot of information designed to be tutorial based or education based and politically correct, appropriate, or just wholesome in various different stages of my life, right? I also have the opinion that while I respect every group's right to determine the usages of their own lingo, I also just feel like if it's gonna be a thing, maybe just quash the word entirely, right? And that hurts me as a writer who's like, well, from a writing standpoint, I want all words to be able to be exist and be used, right? In their appropriate design to be used. If I'm writing a period drama and I'm writing a racist character, that character is probably going to say specific words, right? And that is a part of the writing and the creation process and blah, 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 right? But from a generalized standpoint, if we have a problem with the word, I respect your right as a group to decide whether or not you use it. But I feel like we probably just shouldn't use it. Like, it just makes it better for everyone, I feel. But I'm not a fan of the we're taking it back sentiment.
Right. But that's also something that I'm not gonna.
That's the thing.
Like,
Is
that's-
I
I'm
have an
not fighting
opinion
that.
about it. It is an extremely minor opinion, and it is just a fucking opinion, and it has no fucking validity, and no one has to listen to it or accept it, and all of the other people who are actual owners of the scenario have every right to make their own damn decisions. 100%.
As long as I can say the word fuck, I think I'm good.
That's the thing. Like, people get into that whole, like, argumentation of, like, well, if we censor this word, they're just gonna censor that word, and where does it stop? Well, it stops when we're out of words that screw people over or fuck with people or insult people or belittle people or make people feel traumatized. That's when it stops. We got a lot of words. I promise you, we're not gonna run out before it stops. And you know what we can do? Is if we do start to run low on words, we make new ones. We do that all the fucking time.
Bro, dude, speaking of that, look, in the latest issue of
Actually,
Ultimate
all
Wonder
7 of
Woman in the
Julia's hymns
DC
sung
universe,
consecutively form
you know how
another
Not
comics,
where I
since
thought
the
we were going
day-
with this, but I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, no. This is completely like this is related.
It's
I
called
swear.
the Grand
But
Phonic
like,
Hymn, and it
ever
works
since the
even
dawn of
if you don't
comics, the
understand its
way
symbolism.
they illustrate sound effect is they just have the onomatopoeia for like whatever, like you know, it's like a pow or a
How?
clock or in the latest issue of Ultimate Absolute Wonder Woman, there was a giant was stepping on her and she caught the foot and then flipped the person behind her, and the sound effect that they used for that motion was yeet.
That's not a
And I
sound
was,
effect.
so-
That's not a sound. Yeet is not
It's
a sound.
not even a sound, but like that, talking about making words being made up and
No, no.
used, it is now it's in a comic panel.
Okay,
for
hold
the
up,
sound
hold
effect
up.
of someone being thrown.
Now I feel like I gotta know.
Let's see. Since Mitch is actually in the comics, I actually that I'm gonna see if I can't
What's
go
the...
up and get. Here you go. Here it is. Okay. This issue is like 2 weeks old. Yeet.
Yeah, no, yeet is legitimately new. Like, I mean, it's not new,
Yeah.
but in the lexicon, it's new. I was just like, maybe there's an etymological like derivative there, but no, there really isn't. That's
No.
pretty good.
It's just
It's just legitimately just yeet. That's
That's just
awesome.
the word.
That's great.
But yeah, I just I just remember seeing that. I'm
The
like,
hymn
no, yeah,
itself
you're
is the
right. We
symbol of
are
the covenant.
making up words.
Yeah.
We are constantly
Like,
making up new words.
It's just a stupid argument. It's a what about argument, kind of like adjacent. It's not
Yeah.
really a what about argument. It's I don't know. It's just a stupid argument of like, well, where does it stop? Where does it stop? It stops wherever it fucking needs to stop.
that question is flawed anyways. It's your crutch you're using
Yeah.
to be able to continue to use words that legitimately hurt other people.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The entire time, like the whole thing about like word usage, all anyone should ever be is I'm using words, I am speaking. Person next to me goes, hey, could you not use that word anymore? You go, oh, okay, sure, sorry.
I can do that.
I might fuck up, but
all
I'll
it
try
takes
my best.
It is the smallest amount of empathy
Done.
it takes to make that change too. Like, it is all you have to do is just have surface level empathy to
Yep.
realize
Whole covenant with
this
Lorelei
person,
grants
it's not
Sonic
that,
him?
oh, this
What
person's
power
trying
does
to
that
take
have?
words away. It's like, no, this person is affected by this. And I can prevent that person from feeling those negative feelings by just not using it.
It's no different than washing your ass and putting on deodorant. It's no different than not wearing a fucking oppressive perfume or cologne around someone with a sensitive fucking nose. Ugh. Right? Like,
oh, that's me.
It's just human decency. And it's not a fucking opportunity to get all up in their shit and ask them, well, why? Can you explain to me why? They don't owe you an explanation. All you as a person, like, if you have a good relationship with them and they are a person that can have that conversation with you, that's one thing. But if you're acquaintances or it's a fucking stranger, they owe you nothing. And the response of, well, I don't owe them anything either. Like, actually, you do from a social contract standpoint. You absolutely, from a social contract standpoint, owe not fucking with them. And them asking you not to say something isn't fucking with you. Within the real reasons, right? Like, obviously, if some asshole on a bus
it's like,
looks over at you and
if
says,
this word causes somebody harm, then harm has been done, right? Like
it's there's a difference if I were to use a word next to a person that I did not realize was like a slur to them. That is very different than, sorry to anyone out there who hates this word, if I say, wow, this cake is really moist, and a person flips out on me for saying the word and just is shrieking and screaming at me, well, that person is probably a bad person too, right? If the person next to me shudders when I say the word and is like, hey, can you please not use that word? That really fucks with me. I'll be like, oh, yeah, sorry. The M word? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, cool. I'll try my best.
Okay. I'll give a good example of that as well. Like, there was a music group that I enjoyed, and I'll use it because I don't think it's like a slur, but it was Eskimo Callboy, right? And at one point, or at least dialect or lexicon changes, right?
Sure.
It has been determined that the Inuit people do not like that word, right?
Sure.
So that group, in response, renamed themselves to Electric Callboy. And like, mad props. Like, that's
absolutely
super cool.
Yeah. I like it's also it's a complex issue as well, because there are different people with different opinions in groups, right? Like, for example, the Inuit people are probably not a whole collective that are every single one of them is going to be like, yes, don't use this word. There are probably plenty of them are like, I don't fucking care what word you use. Shut the fuck up.
I don't fucking care what
right?
you call me.
And there are other groups and other people who are going to be like, actually, I do prefer this word because I'm familiar with this word, but other people in my group don't like that word. And it's complicated. It can be very complicated. And you know how it gets uncomplicated? Is you literally give people the benefit and you go, oh,
don't use it.
I said this word next to you. And that person goes, can you not say that word? You go, oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I apologize.
No.
I'll try not to say that word. Done. That's it. That's it. If you say something and another person is like, oh, please no. Done. Great. That's all it takes.
That sounds amazing.
That
Yes,
does
but the
sound
whole
amazing,
Lorelei
doesn't
is
it,
lost,
Luke?
and I don't think the
Doesn't it?
second him.
Bro, the fucking woke ass bitch over here.
He is.
So
He's,
it may not mean
ever
much
since he
to
cut
And the
his
you.
fact
hair.
that the fact that like that entire conversation was had would be considered woke is it like the fact that it would be vilified at all is so
The
so
fact that in the span of 6 or 7 years, like, woke has not there's another word for you. Woke has not existed as a word for an extremely long time either. And when it first got coined, it was very different from how it is used now.
yeah.
Now it is used almost exclusively in a pejorative sense, whereas when it was originally coined, it was like a movement.
Yep.
It's insane.
Cheer
In
up.
the membrane.
Just the idea of being
I don't know about the
utterly
grandphonic hymn,
against
but your
the
first and
idea
second hymns have really
of
helped.
diversity, inclusion, and
Equity. Equity and inclusion.
equality. Yeah. Like the fact that you can look at those concepts and think they're bad just immediately tells me everything I need to know about you.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. There are situations. There are, again, reasonable people can disagree on the universal truth. Reasonable people can disagree on reasonable problems, right? There are instances where a person might be frustrated because a DEI initiative means that they did not get what they otherwise might have gotten. Those instances are generally overblown and far rarer than people make them out to be. And even when they happen, typically, they happen for a good, warranted reason. It is the concept of like DEI scenarios. It's bullshit. People are bullshit. People are bullshit.
Well, here's the thing: the reason why there were DEI initiatives is that the people against it are like, oh, they're not hiring for who's best for the position. They're just hiring for diversity, right? And that's a problem. No, that's the exact opposite. That is the incredibly extreme opposite, because for the most part, people aren't hired on merit. They're hired on nepotism. They're hired on, just to match everybody else. The DEI initiative is what opens a more level playing field.
Sure,
it is
absolutely.
inclusive. I don't know.
100%. That's what I was saying. Like, people like to use examples where they're like, oh, in this particular instance, this person was able to take advantage of a DEI initiative and get a position that otherwise this person would have gotten. And like I said, those are reports of that are typically far overblown than reality. And often all it is, oh, these two equally qualified candidates were in position for this job, and we gave it to this one because of DEI requirements, not because we had to, but to fulfill those requirements for no one is going like, oh, I'm going to hire the worst candidate, or I'm going to allow the worst applicant, because it's not always a candidate, right, into this scenario, right? Like, it's crazy, it's stupid, it's legitimately wild. And most of the talk surrounding it is bad faith talk.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's bad faith argument. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing at the end of the day is just like.
Do you remember his name? Do you remember the mayor's name? What's
Theodoro.
his name? What's his
It's
name? Oh, okay. He got it in there. He got it in there in time.
I did get it in there. That's the thing at the end of the day is most of the arguments for all of the shit that you and I talk about, most of the people arguing against that type of stuff, it's just bad faith arguments. It's just people being bigoted or shitty people. Like it's
Yep.
greedy,
Yep.
self-righteous,
Uh-huh.
racist, fascist, bigoted, whatever
Yep.
poison they're spewing, whatever their version is.
They're pearl clutching.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that is it. The vast majority of the time. No rational, kind person goes through their life freaking out about that shit because it's not real. Do not get me wrong. There are bad people out there in the world that do bad things. And there are people who have had bad experiences with those bad people. There are people out there who have valid concerns and valid traumas and shit like that. Absolutely. But the generalized pearl clutching of like racism and fascism is legitimately just that. It's just bigotry.
There is no racial genocide. Doesn't exist. Well, not from the point of view of white people. There is no white genocide. There isn't.
And
That
this
doesn't
must
exist.
be-
You're either an idiot or have been lied to.
Or the whole, like, oh my god, yes, absolutely. Or the whole, like, I guess it's male genocide? I don't know, the fucking thing, obviously it's been around forever, but the talking point that's cropped up, it's like the fucking, like, oh, they're trying to get, they don't want men anymore, they want all men emasculated, if they want to kill all men, it's like, you're fucking idiots. You're legitimately just idiots. You're insane. And anyone who is listening to you, whatever incel fuck you are, go touch grass. Just go touch grass and make some friends and try to have a happy life. Jesus. Baby Christ.
It's gotta be tiring to live that kind of
Pleased to meet you.
be in that mental
I'm
state
Luke.
all the time.
I can't imagine it. Like I did not have a okay. I have had a privileged life compared to many. I will freely admit that. I do not come from wealth, but at the end of the day, compared to a lot of people, I had a very cushy life growing up and living, right? But I was not a great person throughout a good portion of my life. I had to grow up. I had to get experiences. I had to learn things and understand things and make mistakes, etc., etc. So I do get a young person being lost and listless and having their own fears and traumas and issues and things like that. But for you to turn, for you to have that experience and for you to turn, I'm not gonna, into a fucking incel, I'm just like, what? What? Wait, what? Like, why? What? It's so bizarre to me because it's so, like, if you think about the concept of, like, well, this person became an incel because of all these reasons. Yeah, but becoming the incel is so antithetical to all of the reasons that got them there. It's like
Yeah.
the worst possible outcome. What the fuck?
You stay quiet.
Luke, no, we're not that person
I
anymore.
apologize for what happened at
Well,
Xeria.
he didn't kick him across the room. He just said, "Stay quiet."
Yeah. No, he's definitely that's better. But like, I'm just saying, right now he should be on a short leash.
We're working on it.
Like, no, Luke, we don't do that no more. We don't talk that way.
Grandfather.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's no need for you to apologize to us for Axariuth, however.
What do you mean?
The fall of Axariuth is written in Yulia's score. It occurred because it was meant to.
I don't like that.
What are you saying? I've never heard that. That makes it the same as Hod.
It's part of the closed score.
Oh, that
It was
big
foretold.
ass fucking hole in the ocean that we found. I bet that's where Hod was.
Oh, okay.
If you know
Closed.
about it through the score, why didn't you try to stop it?
So you're telling me
Because it was foretold.
there's a whole group of okay. Well, all right. God, we're on such weird lines here with the conversations we've been having tonight. Okay, all right. Summation. Quick summation. So we've been playing through this game. We've got the God Generals. We've got Van, who presumably is leading the God Generals. We've got Phone Master Ion. We've got our group. We got a couple of different like little parties and entities and things like that, right? So we know with the whole Yulia's score thing that it's basically like Nostradamus scenario, but accurate. Like, really accurate. Okay, fine. Gotcha. We know from the God Generals that some of the God Generals are basically working to destabilize everything because they think following Yulia's score is a bad thing and it takes the free will out of people.
Correct. Yes.
We know people like Ion and this guy, Maestro level or above, whatever, right? Like, apparently have these closed prophecies that they all know about. And presumably, I would assume Van is in on that as well. I don't know if the God Generals are in on that, but what this means is either the God Generals are not in on it and helped Van achieve what was in the score unknowingly, thus shooting themselves in the foot. Or they are in on it and they did it anyways.
Look. It's the close score.
It's not a good look for them either way.
Yeah, no.
It's also not a good look for this dude sitting here going like, oh yeah, we totally knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
And we didn't do anything.
Well, all right, well, what did the score say about that other
someone
city?
From the Outer Lands say such a thing. A calm, orderly life in accordance with the score is the way of the Order of Lorelei.
Yeah, not dropping thousands of people to their death is how life should be. And dropping thousands of people to their death is not a calm, orderly life in accordance with the score.
Well, yeah, but...
Oif.
Why are people read the score on their birthday each year? To learn of the next year and accept the possibilities it holds.
Yeah? I'm pretty sure if you read everyone in Axariuth the fucking score that said, hey, on this day, the whole fucking countryside is gonna fall into the fucking pit of the earth and you're all gonna die, I'm pretty sure they'd just move.
No.
They don't vacation that week.
You can't do that, though. Because it said it... It's foretold.
Then why didn't you inform the world about Exariuth's destruction?
Yeah, if you'd let everyone know, people wouldn't have had to die.
That's the problem. When faced with a score of death, people become unable to live peacefully.
I wonder why.
There's a difference between like, okay, because there's so many like movies and pieces of media and things like that that are like, oh, exploring the idea of what would life be like if you knew the exact time and day that you died.
Minority Report. If you could. Well, except Minority Report, they actually try to stop it. This dude's like deliberately,
Minority Report
like, no,
is
it
like
has to happen.
we can tell whenever a crime's gonna happen, but that was also bullshit if you watch Minority Report. So not a great example. But you catch my drift, right? There's a lot of media out there that explores that whole idea of like how would people live if they knew exactly when they would die, right? The issue with that is it's very different when you're like at the age of 57 through no fault of your own on this day you will suffer a stroke and you won't make it. It's just gonna happen. Or hey, when you're 23 your appendix is gonna burst and you're out of here. Sorry, buddy. Right? Like, those kinds of things are very different than, hey, on this day of this year, the world is going to fall away from this specific land location, and you're gonna fall and die. And so are thousands of other people. I'm pretty sure if you tell all of them that, they're not gonna be there, so it's not gonna be true.
It's just the situations you get.
It's when faced with a score of death, people become unable to live peacefully. They'd still be living peacefully if you said, "Hey, don't live here, because it's gonna bottom out."
Of course, sir. Nobody wants to
That's
die.
That's a bad faith argument.
That's not acceptable. Yulia read prosperity for Aldrint in the score. If we don't move history down that path, we'll lose the prosperity we are promised.
Okay, no, I'm with the God Generals on this one. Fuck the score. Kill all of these Yulia people. Fuck the score.
We are the Watchers who guide the Outer Lands to prosperity, based on Yulia's score. The Order of Lorelei is a tool for that purpose.
Oh no. Oh, that just got a lot more sinister.
And that's why Grand Maestro Mose held Phone Master Ion and tried to cause a war?
Master Van knew about the score when he took me to Exariuth?
That's correct.
Of course he did.
You told me neither Malkuth nor Kimlaska listened when you warned them about Hod. Was that a lie?
I'm sorry. You were young. I didn't want to tell you the truth. But Van knows the truth.
This guy sucks!
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
Like, can we just off him? He is clearly part of the problem.
Then my brother is planning to take revenge on the world. He said that a world shackled to the score is better off destroyed.
No. Just...
What?
Just unshackle the world.
Suck?
Right? Why
does everybody suck?
Okay, we have 3 steps here. We have here's the world. It is shackled by the score. We have way over here. We have the world is a world shackled by the score is better off destroyed. In the middle, we have just kill all the score people and get rid of the score. Done. No need to destroy the whole fucking world. Just kill a bunch of people and done. Are you insane?
Tyr, you're mistaken in thinking that Van is trying to destroy the world.
Because of course.
Oh, really?
This too was also written in the score.
It's true that there was a time when Van hated the score after what happened to Hod. But now, he's doing an admirable job as an observer.
Observer? y'all are the worst fucking observers ever. He fucking brought Luke to a place to do it. That's not observing. That's enforcing.
Admirable? Letting everyone in Axariuth die was admirable? You're crazy. There's something wrong with all of you.
I agree, Luke. I am on board.
Yep.
Not
Yep.
at all.
Pull the
At
sword
end
in
of
this
the
guy.
sixth phone stone, Yulia's score reads thus. The land of Rugnica will be enveloped in war, and Malkuth shall lose territory. Kimlaska Lanveldir shall thrive, and this shall lead to unprecedented prosperity. We have watched all this time in order to bring that unprecedented prosperity to the Outer Lands.
The other thing
What
that
Thanos is going on here.
the other thing that I always love to think about in scenarios like this, when people have like limited prophecies of the future, because like Yulia's score is already written. Like it's not like there's a lady named Yulia in the back room right now writing more prophecies, right? Like the prophecy exists, it's done. End of discussion, right? They're just reading it. So there's an end point to this. And this mythical end point that they're trying to get to is just unprecedented prosperity in the Outer Lands.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Okay, what happens after that?
But grandfather, Van is trying to cause Saint Bina to fall.
Legitimately, like, to this guy, if he's like, I've lived my entire life.
What did the score say about Saint Bina? What did the score say about this?
Around it, Saint Bina will not fall.
Yeah, because we'll go stop
Damn.
it. It is not.
But like, oh, it's not. So the result
Mayor
isn't
Teodoro,
written.
it's
for
time for the council.
If it falls or not.
Well,
It did not say that it falls, but it didn't say that it did not fall either.
That's a good point, actually.
I'll be right there. If you two are that worried, take the Yulia Road.
Like, it didn't say one way or the other.
See for yourself that your concern is groundless.
This guy's crazy. All of these people need to be just done away with. Maybe not all of them. I mean, we'll do a screening process.
Here,
We'll
let's go back
interview
to the
each
Outer
one.
Lands. We aren't going
We'll
to
decide that
accomplish
way.
Just
anything
ask him just some simple questions.
Yeah.
Right. But before we go, there's something I want to get from my room, okay?
Sure.
Why did he have to stutter? Sure.
Good. Well, I mean, at least somebody has like imperfect speech patterns. At least.
Well,
not a lot of stuttering.
Yes, but I don't like that. I feel like his imperfect speech pattern was because, like, oh,
was perfect, still perfectly read.
Here's room. Oh,
like it had to do with something inappropriate.
Yes.
Oh,
of course. No.
Of course, because we can't talk about a girl and her room without it being weird.
Yeah.
That's just RPG being RPG.
I legitimately, like, again, fucking Claire Obscure. Pretty good example. Middle-aged people, got a youngin' in there, but middle-aged people or very old people, depending on your interpretation.
Maya's like a teenager,
but like,
so I can't remember what her exactly is.
Gustav, for example, obviously having a thing with Lune, maybe a thing with like CL, Verso like legitimately having a thing with CL, right? Like that.
I don't even think it was a thing. There's no relationship.
But that's what I'm saying. When I say a thing, it's just like being an adult and being like, hey, you and I are both interested. Okay, we have a little bit of a fling. Cool. Oh, you have legitimate, real like scenarios where you're like, I don't want to continue this.
Because your husband might actually be alive.
That stings.
Cool.
But I respect that. Done. Like, God, it's so like it's such an
it's
no way
refreshing.
to react.
He was always talking about it here.
There's no blushing. There's no like tee-hee. There's no like, oh, I'm sad or jealous. Or it's like, Oh my god.
He'd stand about where you are now and say he could never forgive a world that let Hod die.
Why does he care so much about Hod?
The Isle of Hod was Malkuth land, destroyed in the Hod War 16 years ago. It was our home. Hod fell into the Cliffoth, just like Exariuth. Van and my mother, who was pregnant with me, fell into the Cliffoth. Van probably used a phonic hymn. Something happened before I went to the Outer Lands. Van returned to this city, something he didn't do very often.
Ash seems to suspect something.
Ash
Very
is still
yellow.
a bit dainty. He'll cause trouble if he learns that the people of the Outer Lands will be annihilated.
Shall we have Sing keep tabs on him?
Yes.
I'm upsetty
I thought my brother was
spaghetti
planning something
that
terrible.
my home was
At least that many
destroyed.
people were going to die.
So I'm gonna destroy everyone's homes. Okay.
That is so dreadfully typical.
Rather than just going and killing the people responsible, no, the whole world must die. Okay. I say that, but like people do react like that. People legitimately like have, oh my, it's. We were talking about traumas and things like that previously. It's the scenario of like, oh, a robber came in and killed my family, and just happened to be a person of a particular color. I then spent the rest of my life being racist towards people of that color. Like, that type of reaction legitimately happens. And it's a stupid fucking reaction.
It is.
I couldn't allow that to happen, even if Hod had
it's
been
dumb.
left to die because of the score.
Blame the people responsible. Not everyone.
I swore I'd stop him, even if it meant killing both of us.
Tyr.
But it looks like I failed. I couldn't save Exariuth.
That's because
I can't blame it all on you. I took an assignment in the Outer Lands in order to stop Van.
You're strong.
Am I?
Nice read.
I wonder.
Too strong. But thanks for telling me about all this. I think maybe I understand you a little better now.
That's the first time you've ever thanked me for anything.
Is it?
I mean, I believe it.
Happy you two are growing close to each other.
You're about to get
Do
kicked.
it.
It's not
Don't
like
do
that.
it.
By the way, what
Okay.
did you come
All
here
right.
to get?
A
Good
book
job,
on
Luke.
chronology. I thought you would need it.
I really expected
I was about to say, is
thought
he
we
going for
were
the
gonna
field
kick.
goal?
field
Yeah.
goal.
Why?
A hyperresonance is caused by seventh phonons. I think this will help you learn to control them.
Oh, thanks.
Second time in one day.
The Yulia Road is to the right of the meeting room. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Bro, like, why? They should have like led that this next city that's supposed to be falling, like it wasn't imminent, because I felt like it was imminent, and it's clearly not
Absolutely.
imminent.
Clearly not imminent. And again, like that little redesign that we talked about earlier, Ash could have like said that to him. He could have. They could have figured something out in the caverns, and Ash could have like mentally hooked up with Luke and been like, "Hey, yo,
Feel like
this
it's
thing,
gonna fall
Van's
within the
next
next
stop-
48 hours.
yeah, Van's next stop or next target is this place. If you want to stop it, you should start moving in that direction."
Yeah, because I mean we've done a lot of talking, interrupted the story a lot because maybe somebody said something that we missed that did not put the urgency on it that we did. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel like that happened.
I don't feel like that is the case.
Yeah. You know, had Tyr managed to kill Van at the beginning of the game, a lot of problems would have been solved.
Yeah, actually.
A lot of problems would have been solved.
Well, I mean, a lot of problems would have been solved, but I will say, clearly the whole Order of Lorelei organization is bigger than just Van. So,
yeah,
even if she had killed Van, who's to say that killing Van wouldn't have made Van a martyr in Luke's eyes, and Luke would have been even more easily manipulated by someone else coming in and saying, oh, well, these are the people who killed your mentor, and here's what you need to do to stop them. We're going to take you to this place, and you're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
And he would have done it anyways. It just would have been done in a different way. You know?
Maybe. It's funny, the blocky filter they put over the game, where you're looking at Luke. That's what the game looked like before we up-resed it.
Did. Totally did. Okay. And I remember there's a save point right here. I'm going to save here because the last time we went out, there might be a save point, but the last time we went out, it wouldn't let us save in the cliff off. But we were on the ship, so maybe it's just ship-related scenario. So we'll see.
Maybe.
Anyways, it's midnight.
It's just been another one of those. It's fine.
We made it through about 20 minutes of gameplay. So, you know.
We've done it again.
Oh, fuck. Look, we play games together to hang out together, not necessarily just for the games themselves.
Goal achieved.
And I had a lot of fun just talking, shooting the shit. So that is it for tonight's session. Might be around for some Hack Made in Amber.
Draw Steel tomorrow.
Draw Steel tomorrow.
Yeah.
New day. Draw Steel.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well,
we're trying on 1 week, off 1 week. If last week was our on week, then this would have been our off week. But we didn't play last week, so I don't know.
We're kind of like, at the moment, kind of like trying to still get.
We're feeling out a new sitch.
We'll see how it actually all shakes out. So fingers crossed. But yeah, that is it for tonight's session. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.